some reason, I don't know what got in my mind, I was just like, let me check out this whack ass podcast. If I was still in high school, bro, I'd probably be banking right now with like Feet Finder. I was telling all the 8th graders like Sergeant was an idiot.
Hey guys, welcome back to this episode of Keeping Up with the Highlands. And this episode, I'm the only host because Peyton decided to sleep. So we have a special guest on this episode today. He can do his own introduction because...
Yeah, it's, you know, the one and only African American.
Yeah. Yeah. Devon Newsome, guys. Give it up to Devon Newsome.
Yeah.
I don't know if people really like him or not, but we'll find out by the ratings of this epised.
Probably not.
So he hit me up. He was like, yo, let me be on the podcast. Let me be on the podcast. And I was like, I guess.
Yes.
He's like, I have a list of things to talk about. I'm like, okay, good, because I don't ever talk about anything in the podcast.
Yeah, because I was at work and like some reason I don't know what got in my mind. I was just like, let me check out this whack ass podcast. And it was actually like,
when did you start listening to it?
Huh?
When did you, like a couple weeks ago?
No, like I listened to like the first episode.
Like 3 days ago. I was like, oh, he's on the podcast.
I listened to like the first episode, and then the same day I called you, like I listened to every episode that you guys.
Bro, he's a fan.
Well, and then like after that, I was like, let me listen to Full Send, and I was like, yeah, these guys are more fire.
Should I make a who, me or Full Send?
No, Full Send.
Okay, yeah, sure. I agree. I mean, they got like
Well, they don't actually get paid for theirs.
Yeah, because no one wants to sponsor them.
Yeah, well,
Happy Dad sponsors them.
Well, that's because they own
them. I know. That's why I said that. What am I gonna say? I forgot. But, anyways, what are your topics that you have?
Oh, yo.
And we also have a live audience member, Crystal, but she doesn't want to say anything.
I'll be providing feedback.
She's providing feedback. She's just judging us.
So why don't we just like start from the beginning, like how I know Sam.
Okay, yeah. What was the first thing you wanted? You told me.
Actually, how I know Sam and Crystal, because like they both went to school.
Well, I think you knew Crystal before you knew me.
I know. I knew you first.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I didn't really know her. Like.
Oh, that's because me and you were on the line.
Like the lunch line, he would like skip me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd skip everybody in the lunch.
Do you want a mic?
It wasn't just her. It just so happened to be when she was at the front though.
Yeah.
Which made it 5 times funnier.
and the lunch lady.
Because what was the other girl's name that would stand with you in line?
Yandari?
Yeah, her.
Who?
She would be like,
I don't know.
You can't skip me, but you can sit right behind me. Like why am I sitting in the lunch line?
Yeah.
Gonna skip you in here.
And then the guy that was like, what was his name?
What do you mean by that?
I saw her at graduation, like this year's graduation. She's bad as fuck. She's bad as fuck.
Hey, shoot your shot. It is June.
Yeah.
Okay, it's June. What that mean?
Turn your head.
So wait, what was his name? Richard, the lunch guy. Richard, the lunch lady.
The one that used to rap?
No, wait, Richard is the one that walked around.
That was the one that used to rap.
Yeah. The one who used to play basketball.
I'm wavy.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
He used to walk around and dab people up.
Yes.
That shit was so funny because when you graduated, he still come up to me and like dab me up. And I'm like, bro, I don't really...
Yeah, wasn't he like 23?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is that like
No, you think of Lance. Remember, like the other janitor, like his friend that like walked around like the big head. Yeah, because
was Cinch still there? Or did he graduate?
Yeah, he's still there. But the year after you graduated, that janitor, like, he would walk around like being creepy and like touch girls like weirdly. Like he would grab their arms like this.
Yeah, okay.
That's wild.
And like.
Riley's toes.
Yeah, like look at people's toes and stuff. Oh, we name drop. We don't care to name drop. We name drop on this podcast.
Okay. Well,
That'd be kind of crazy though.
Riley's toes were like a main subject for that man.
Like in a non-weird way. Like if I was still in high school, bro, I'd probably be banking right now with like Feet Finder. Like,
but you're telling me you would take pictures of Myers' toes?
I'd make sure I had the flash on and everything, just so you know.
Well, he asked.
In between your toes from walking in the grass.
No, because he asked the librarian to like take a picture of her feet.
Miss White or Miss
No, Lajeunesse.
That's wild.
So she had to get like a restraining or they can't be in the same building.
Like the no contact.
Yeah, like a no contact contract.
Yeah.
The Lake County Schools restraining order. Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. I heard some crazy stuff be happening at Eustis ever since my class graduated.
Dude, literally, they lit the bathroom on fire and they broke the toilet.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that was last year when we were there.
Know if y'all remember.
When we were there,
I was never there.
they smashed the toilet and like.
I remember that.
Now, when I was still in high school, they flooded Building 5.
Oh, I was there for that.
Someone from our class.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that was Caden Ballard.
I'm not even surprised. That was him?
Yeah.
That's crazy because we all had to go in the gym and like I just skipped the rest of my class for the day.
That was the first floor, right? That was the first floor. I
No,
think.
second floor, and it went down to the.
Oh, I
first
do
floor.
remember that.
'Cause it was like
That was
lunchtime
my
and they
junior
just
year,
closed
right?
the
That was
building.
your senior year.
That was my junior year.
Oh, then I wasn't there because
That
there
was
was something
the
happened
same
my
year. You
junior
weren't there
year.
yet.
My junior year, something happened.
Our
They did
junior
flood.
year.
They did.
No, that was
Building
unrelated
one
story.
flooded.
Building-
No. It was the special ed building flooded.
That flooded
That-
and
Yeah, building 6.
and what's his name's class? Someone like stabbed a can of Axe.
Oh yeah, and they had to like get the
And they had
hazmat
that-
suits
Why
out.
does it sound like more?
They had to
class?
evacuate the whole building.
No, it's pepper spray. It's pepper spray.
Yeah.
Pepper
I remember-
spray, but she
I remember
sprayed pepper
before.
spray. She sprayed pepper spray, and the dude, to cover up her tracks, sprayed a whole bottle of Axe in the classroom. I was waiting outside that classroom to go inside because I had class. And they were like, we have to evacuate the building. Everyone has to get out
Yeah,
right
'cause
now.
the pepper
I was
spray
in
is
that fucking
toxic.
ROTC, full dress.
No.
Okay? I
That's
was not.
wild. No ribbons.
Gotta get the mic.
Yo, I remember ROTC.
Bro, honestly, the
what,
Mount.
what were we called?
I'm
The
not
call
gonna-
monitors.
I'm not gonna lie. Mount Dora RTC better than useless
Or the band
RTC.
kids with nerds.
I'm sure it
Or the
is.
band kids with guns.
No, literally,
Band
they are band kids that don't want to be called band kids.
I say that like I was.
Half of them are band kids.
I know, or theater kids.
Yeah.
I never.
They're theater kids.
The one thing that I can always say and I will always hold true to is I was in ROTC. I was not an ROTC kid. I did not associate.
Oh, yeah.
With none of you motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. 'Cause
I mean,
they were-
I had like a few people that are like associated with in ROTC, but it wasn't like that's all they would talk about. Like,
Oh,
my
you were the
God.
commander. What are you talking about?
I know, like
You-
and it's
During the whole program.
it's so funny because like sometimes like when I tell people like I was like, yeah, I was in ROTC in high school, and they're like, oh yeah, that's cool, and then I'd be like, yeah, I used to run that shit, and they're like, there's no way.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, nah, I like
You?
show them pictures.
Yeah.
My sophomore
Holding the
year-
flag.
No,
my
not even
sophomore year
that.
was that bald bitch. That bald bitch was
Gantz.
Like, was that
Gantz. You know he's in the like Navy Academy
Gantz.
right now.
Oh
No,
yeah.
not him. Not him. The girl that followed him up.
Kinsey Summers.
Was that her?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She would tell me to shut up straight to my face. I threatened to smack her. It was at the blood drive too. I was like, if you tell me to shut up one more time,
Oh my
I'll
God.
smack
You know what's
those
so funny?
ROTC kids
You know
at the
what's
blood
so
drive.
funny? I would like respect the ROTC kids like the days we were in uniform, but like if we weren't in uniform, like
That's what I'm
bro,
saying.
you're a civilian, right?
That's what I'm saying.
You're a civilian.
We're all civilians. We are not actually in the military.
Correct.
You know that, right? Like that's so crazy.
Like one dumb thing that they used to do, like all the time, they'd be like, "Oh, when you're in uniform, you're supposed to salute higher ranking." Like,
Yeah.
what would I used to tell y'all? Like,
I don't remember.
don't fucking salute me. Like, I'd rather you have a conversation.
Because I remember like
Because I'm not saluting you.
when I went
back.
when I went to Mount
I'm
when I
gonna
went
look at you like you're dumb.
when I went to Mount Dora, like it was like you had to salute like like all the students and everything if they were higher, and like the officers or whatever, they would report it immediately if you didn't salute
Yeah.
them.
See,
Well,
So we would get in
I-
trouble if we
really
didn't.
petty about our caps.
Well, one thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. One thing that I've noticed about Mount Doris, because y'all are held,
They take
held
it
to a
so
higher
serious,
standard,
right, and-
because of Sergeant Ward.
Yeah.
Sergeant Ward has been there so long.
Yeah.
But my dad was in high school, and Sergeant Ward was.
Yeah, my brother was Sergeant Ward. But the thing is, the Mount Dora program was run entirely by the students. Because you know how like in the morning, Watkins, whatever, walks in and like briefs everybody and like does everything and starts everything and like runs the class.
Yeah. They just
Well,
sat
like
in
at
that.
Mount
Major
Dora,
Scott-
they sit in the office.
Major Scott, bro, was just the chaperone.
That's what I'm saying. But I like it that way because it's like it feels more like you're like important, even though you're not. That's what I'm saying. It feels more student run. Because I went up to the USIS one, I was like, what is this?
And that's how I tried to make it, but at the same time, it's like they set boundaries and you can't overstep the
That's what I'm
boundaries.
saying,
And I wasn't
yeah.
going to sit here and argue over something that it's like, I'm not even going to be here in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that and like
That's why
they would hold class. They would hold like actual classes, which
Yeah.
drove me nuts because like I've been in this program for like 3 years. You don't have to keep teaching me the same
The same
thing.
That's what I'm
over
saying.
every year.
Yeah, why do they do that too?
Like, I
Do
think.
you know what though? I still don't know a single aircraft. I still have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't
All I
either.
know is the ranks in order. That's all I know.
At Mount Dora,
That's
they
about all we do.
so at Mount Dora, every week was the same. So Monday was
That and how to march.
Monday was PT like workouts. Tuesday was book work. Wednesday was marching and inspection. Thursday was book work, but you would do it independently. So you would like read a chapter and answer the questions in the back of the book, and then you would go over at the end. And then Friday was like PT, but it was game day, like whatever, like kickball or whatever.
Well, let's be real. Like, on at Eustis, like, you can't just independently give everybody work. Like, I was a TA my senior year for.
Yeah, I
fourth
was
period
too,
or
yeah.
Something like that. Bro, there's kids in there that didn't even know the pledge.
See, that's crazy.
And we say it every
Also,
single
y'all don't
day.
do the y'all don't
Bro,
do the.
I said the pledge.
I'm saying
Bro,
it's in
my senior
kindergarten.
year, think about how crazy this is. My senior year, I said the pledge at least 3 times a day. At least. Because I did the morning announcements. I had ROTC class, and I was the TA for 4th period.
Yeah.
So I said the pledge at least 3 times a day.
Yeah. Well, and also, y'all not do y'all didn't do the cadet creed either. So my first day at the Eustis one, I was like, because that's how we started the day at Mount Dora.
Yep.
You do the pledge, followed immediately by the creed.
Yeah, and it's like it's on the front of the cadet guide, but it's like we had
I had to memorize it. I had to memorize it.
So you guys
I'm an
you guys
ROTC cadet. I'm connected in faith level core connect.
Yeah, so y'all didn't go, but we went to like a summer camp for ROTC.
The one at Warren Willis.
CLC.
At Warren Willis.
Yeah.
That's where my church does their summer camp.
Yeah. So we went right there on
I'll be there next week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we went there and they had like a whole week ROTC camp. And
yeah.
It was
I saw
like
it on Snapchat. Y'all look so cringy.
Do you know something? Sergeant, literally, he called me into his classroom and he was like, I want to request that you go on this trip. And I was like, absolutely not. Sergeant thought that he was my father. I was like, I'm going to sit in
that's lig, yeah.
And I'm going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to wear this little uniform only once a month because I have to.
You want to hear some crazy story? So, you know how they used to go to the middle school and like recruit like, the 8th graders?
Yeah.
So it was apparently said that I went to the middle school and like I was telling all the 8th graders like Sergeant was an idiot and Sergeant was
Who
dumb,
said that?
And like don't listen to him, like yada yada yada. Well, come to find out, Caleb Williams went back.
That's because he wanted to be.
Correct. He wanted to be top dog.
Yeah.
So Sergeant like,
his brother
I got like mad, like pissed to the point because it was like Sergeant had one view, didn't even listen to anything I was saying, didn't ask like what happened, and it felt so disrespectful that he couldn't just have a conversation with me.
Oh, that's what that drama was. I remember that.
And I got pissed about it to the point like not like on the. Are we allowed to cuss on this podcast?
Yeah, you've been cussing.
Have I been cussing?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Nobody cares.
Not on like no bitch shit, but like I went into Miss Minzy's room and I was like crying because I was like pissed.
Yeah.
I was crying because it was like and it was like because Miss Coleman, who's right by me, is my cousin, like so I was like ranting to her. And she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm fine."
It's the way Miss Menzie wears the uniform.
Oh, bro, Miss Menzie wears the uniform. It'd be wrong. I'm not gonna say anything because it's like, okay, whatever.
Man.
She used to be so happy wearing that uniform.
Brandon, what's his name? Oh my God, he was a TA with me 2 years ago. Damn, 2 years ago. He wanted to be you so bad. Oh, what was his name? He lives up here. He rode my bus. Golding. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Bro, he wanted to be you
Maurice.
Yes, Maurice. Yeah, he wanted to be you so bad, bro. Like in ROTC, he like came. He was like a whole different person, and then outside of ROTC, like wild and free.
You want to hear something crazy?
What?
So like, I don't know if you knew her like that, but you probably knew of her, like Nevaeh Brooks.
Yes.
Like we had somewhat of like a thing in high school.
No way.
Yeah. Like,
we're name dropping now.
Really name
Crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all a crazy story. I hope you don't listen to podcasts, but it's whatever now. He done graduated or whatnot.
Oh my.
But we had the military ball, and we came back and we caught him and her fucking in the ROTC room.
What? Like full on?
Yeah, in the conference room.
No.
On the
like
table.
butt booty naked
on the table.
Or like what?
Nah, just.
No, that's crazy.
Yes, sir. Get out.
No, and who caught? Just you caught him?
No, there's like a group of us.
No, and they never got caught.
Bro, we just never said anything.
That's so funny.
It's like best to keep it quiet.
Yeah, at that point it was like, all right, do we just like get the ROTC program shut down, or do we just?
Oh my God! Yeah, because there would be no military ball.
Bro, because it's like they're supposed to be like chaperones. Like, why are we walking into the ROTC building unattended? Type.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
so
y'all ROTC
like,
kids, y'all.
Ain't no y'all.
They be so freaky. Like the
ROTC.
Like it's all those. They're like the most like into the degrading.
Because let me tell you, at Mount Dora they do the DC field trip every year.
Yeah. And
I hear so many stories about the DC, like what the kids do on the DC trip.
Yeah, like we never get to do that shit.
Like they no, but like
we went on a trip with the girls basketball team.
They be fucking on the DC trip.
I know.
We went to that one, the air show.
That's
yeah, that was fire. That was probably the best trip I ever took.
Y'all go to the space shows and then you go to the Kennedy Space Center. That's all y'all
I didn't go to that.
I didn't
go to the
we were supposed to go my 9th grade year, but I was in DC on a family trip instead of.
Yeah.
A sergeant was like, "You don't want to go to Kennedy Space Center?"
Hell no. That's what I'm saying.
It's like the fucking levels.
That's what I'm saying. At Mount Dora, we went to Busch Gardens, the Space Center. They did like air shows every week.
The only thing we would go to is like we would be like parking duty for like Eustis.
Oh, for softball.
Yeah.
We do parking too, but like for the festivals, but we would get paid for that. Like it would go into we had like student accounts, so we can pay for like our field trips and like our events.
We didn't have that.
That's different because y'all like reinvested it back into yourselves.
Yeah,
You didn't,
We were reinvesting like into the program.
That I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie. That program sucks at Eustis. I'm not gonna lie.
It's awful.
All right, I ain't gonna throw shade at ROTC. Like, let's get into something else. Cause, like,
Okay.
we can go on and
Yeah,
on
I know
and
we can go on and
and
on because I'm not gonna lie. When I first got that, I was like, damn, what is this?
And you have like so much tea because you did both.
That's what I'm saying. I guess I went in there with like a high expectation, and when I got there, I was like, damn, this is like.
But it was like, I was like that chill person. Like, I was the most chill person on ROTC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when it was time to be serious, like I'm being serious.
Yeah.
But
also
any
like,
other day you can ask.
Also like you can.
Goofing around.
Also like in terms of like the way people, no one cared. Like the way when it was like time to get your ribbons or whatever, all you say is like what you wanted or what you like needed, like what you earned, and you would get it. So you can literally just be like I want this one, and be like, okay.
I ain't gonna count. I had like 3.
That's what I'm saying. I had
a plate.
I have 9. I still have them. I have 9 of them.
I have like 18.
Yeah.
Out of my like little like plate, I have only earned 3 of them.
Basic ones that everybody gets. PT.
I'm still missing one.
And the other one.
Because
The dress and appearance.
There's one that like I earned.
It's not even that. It's longevity.
There's one I earned at Mount Dora, but when I transferred, I never got it. But I still have like the paper that says I earned it. But when I went to use it, they didn't have it, and they needed to order it, but they never ordered it.
It depends on what it is.
So
it's
I
probably
still,
one of the distinction.
Yeah, it's like
unit.
No, it's not a unit one. It's like I forget what it is, but I still never got it. So I still have a really cool one, a rare one that I need, but I never got.
I'm just trying to collect them all.
I should have
They're
went back.
like Pokemon cards.
I should have went back to Mount Dora. I know because amongst the RTC kids, so it's like,
Bro,
look which one I
come on,
got.
bro. If you got a stack
That's
of
what I'm
ribbons,
saying.
like,
Yeah.
I have a buddy who's in the Marines now. He's about to get out. Actually, he should be back in town like pretty soon. His name's Jacob Smith, and he like did at some school somewhere else, like ROTC in middle school. But his was Army and Air Force, so he could technically wear both of his ribbons. Bro, it used to be like this big.
Dang.
Between both.
And then there's people who wear the medals too, like underneath
you
it.
can't do ribbons and medals. It's one or the other.
Oh really?
So if you have the medal, you can't wear the ribbon for it,
Bruh.
which is stupid.
That's stupid.
Just
that's
bling
so
me out.
funny, though.
Yeah, bling
I'm trying to be blinged
with a
out.
rope and like
Bro, I'm trying to
everything.
have the ice.
That's what I'm saying.
The kids that would come in for like, you know, like our end of the year, like our banquet.
Yeah.
They would come in. You could hear them coming. You could hear all the shit dangling.
I didn't even know. Oh yeah, like
Bro, the banquet, like when they did that, like what's that called, like
Frog Bowl?
that's so stupid. It's
bro,
so
bro.
That
One
was
year,
so
one
stupid.
year
it's so
we had,
immature. We was,
One year
my
we-
mom, I didn't do it. I never got up and did it. I didn't go
One
up.
year we had like 3 kids like have allergic reaction because they put like citrus or like.
They put like
lemon
fish
in it.
juice in there. Like I did not go up there. There was
My
no way. They could
freshman
not
year-
pay me enough to
Oh,
drink
dude, my
that.
freshman year, that shit was good. I was like trying to get in trouble at the banquet just to drink that shit because I had like sodas and Hawaiian Punch in it. Like it was actually good.
Oh, so it was like fake. But no, my freshman year was awful.
Oh yeah, because Sergeant made it, bro. There was like ketchup, mustard, barbecue.
Sergeant made it
Like,
this
he had
year.
the stuff in his, in his office. Like
Sergeant made it
that
this
shit was
year.
disgusting.
He put like olives in it and like eel sauce.
Bro,
and, like,
because that's what he drinks at home in his little fruit smoothie shit.
yeah,
Whereas, like,
probably.
Bro, he be talking about like how him,
strongman
Yeah.
him and his wife be going on the marathons and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, she usually.
Bro, his wife was my
what? Like,
Did you see her? She's like buff Barbie.
she was my first grade teacher.
I think her name's like Evie or something like that.
No, it's something
No,
Valley.
yeah, because
She was my first grade teacher.
Yeah, wasn't his daughter in ROTC too?
Yeah.
Like, later on, like the
Mhm.
year after I graduated or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I think they went to Mount Dora.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
oh,
in
you
Mount
mean
Dora, but she
Sergeant's
transferred.
daughter?
Sergeant's daughter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was in Mount Dora previously, and then she
Well,
moved to where he was.
Yeah.
Like my scene, like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
senior.
I would kill myself if my dad was my.
I'm saying.
You know what's crazy? My dad is a substitute teacher.
No.
Yeah.
You've
I
probably
could
seen
never
him.
do that.
You've probably seen him.
He
You didn't even realize it.
he subs gym. Like I seen him one time.
He subbed for Coach Scott for like a week or two.
He talked to me one time. He was like
'Cause he knows exactly
because I had the officer rank, but he thought it was like your rank, the major rank or whatever. I don't know. I forgot. And
You're a second.
yeah, and he was like, "Oh, you're like the commander or whatever." I'm like,
You're a flight commander.
yeah, and I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, I'm like flight commander. He's like, "Oh yeah. So you know what I'm telling Devon?" Like, he's like, "So you like top dog?" I'm like, I guess. He said, and then apparently, and then apparently like he told you, and it's like y'all like started making fun of me.
That shit was so.
So every time I saw him, he was like, "Oh my God, it's you!" Like,
The flight commander.
yeah, the flight commander.
He told me about it the same day. He was like, yeah, there's this kid, white boy. I think his name's like Hiram, or I was like Highland. Yeah. This is before I like started talking to Sam, bro. And it's funny because the first time I ever talked to Sam, like I would sit at the table and
Oh my God.
ask Kaylee to mend me all the time because she sat at my table.
Yeah, because we were friends before
It was
that.
me, Kaylee, and Adrian, and I'd be like,
That boy
Kaylee, do
Adrian's a
you?
joke.
I'd be like, Kaylee, do you know who he is? And she's like, yeah, he's on RTC. I was like, is he gay? She's like, I don't know. Go ask him yourself. And I actually got my ass up and went.
Yeah, he did. I do remember
I
that.
went to his table and asked him if he was gay.
The funniest shit because me and Sam started talking because we were eavesdropping on
Oh, yeah.
on like Lig's little meeting, and we like threw an AirPod under the door to listen.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I just met my best fruity friend. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna grow this friendship. And then Briley comes in, sits on his lap, and gives him his lap. And I was like, maybe they're just really close.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, she was convinced.
I was fully
Don't worry, I was
convinced
convinced for a
that
long
was
time.
like there was no way possible that he was straight.
Well, didn't you sit on the table with her?
Who?
Briley.
Bradley came to our table after.
Oh, okay. Because I remember when I sat with
Like she
I
sat at
I said it- I
like
said
a
it-
month before y'all started.
I sat at like Mike's table on the side, like in the high tops. Remember
Yeah.
that? Where I would put the hot Cheetos in my food. Remember that?
Yes, bro. I have a video. Bro, that's his.
Strange.
Bro, Sam.
That's the
call
first
my
time you
phone
met
real
me.
quick. Sam, call my phone.
Hold on, let me call
Watch.
you.
This is gonna be crazy.
You can't see, listeners.
Watch when he calls me.
That's
That's when he was eating the hot Cheetos.
I
Yeah, he
want,
put the hot Cheetos in the chili.
but no, it was like a bowl. It was like a burrito bowl. It was good though.
No, it was the chili.
Was it chili?
I know exactly.
I don't know, but
I
it
have
was-
the video.
I don't know, but it was busted. I'm not gonna lie.
I bet it was.
good. It was
busted.
good.
You
It was
You
so
see
good.
his face?
Sammy's everything like that. Sammy's everything like it's his last meal.
No, because when we went to SeaWorld, remember that? No, Aquatica. We went to Aquatica for the senior trip, and
Oh, we didn't even get to go.
they gave us-
Go ahead.
I
Go
paid
ahead.
for it all and didn't
See,
get to go.
First of all, she can't. Never mind. I'm not gonna doctor. Okay, doctor.
I'm gonna
Okay, doctor.
myself because I went on that trip fully knowing that I had COVID.
So let me tell you what happened. So her brother had COVID, right? 2 days later, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm still coming on the trip."
No, I
No,
didn't say that.
no.
I said I don't know if I'm gonna go on the trip. I'm feeling
I made her go on the
if
trip.
if I test positive the night before, then I'm not gonna go. Sam was like, dude, you have to come. Like I don't know nobody else. You have to come with
Because
me.
I had graduated.
Yeah, shut up.
If the only other people that he knew there were like Jahir and Anna Grace.
But like, not really.
And-
I don't speak on those names.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't speak on those names.
No, we don't.
Vaguely.
I'm not even gonna get into that.
Anyway, so yeah, I went on this trip.
Side note though,
Full
I do
knowing-
need to cut you out, Joe. I ain't gonna count. I saw Jahir the other day. I saw him.
I saw him at Target.
Jahir is dummy thick, bro. I don't care what nobody
I
says.
swear,
No homo.
swear,
no
swear,
homo. Like,
swear,
bro,
swear.
Jahir, yo dorky ass, bro. Like, bro.
He walking like he don't know what's back there.
Yes.
I know he walked with like an arch in his back.
Yes.
Stop.
No wonder
No,
Anna
I
Grace
fuck
all on
with Jahir,
that.
though. I fuck with Jahir. Jahir's never done
Yeah,
that
Jahir my
shit
dog.
me. I love
Jahir's so funny, bro.
Yeah, I love Jahir.
Him and Jaden. Because you know they're cousins.
Are they?
Jaden Anderson?
Did not
Yeah,
know that.
they're
Really?
cousins. Yeah.
I saw Jaden the other day, but we didn't like say anything to each other. I just like made eye contact and I walked away.
Alright, back to Aquatica.
He's still
So,
at Abby.
and then I was like,
Huh? I don't know.
so back to Aquatica. I was like, you need to come. And then, she's like, I have COVID. And I was like, it's fine. Just wear a mask the whole time. And
Mask at a
At a
water
water park. At a water
oh yeah,
park.
that's like I was like, it's a water park. It's fine. The chlorine's gonna kill it. I'm like, you're fine.
And I'm like panicking the whole way because I'm like I'm in the fucking bus.
Well, before that, I get there before she does, and I'm in line for the bus.
How many
and
buses there was? Like 3 or 4?
Which is one bus.
One bus.
Because it was like 30 kids.
What the
Like nobody went.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so like, because everyone went to Grab Bash, but we didn't want to go to Grab Bash. And so one of her ex-friends were
It was
there.
the same day?
No.
Oh, I was about to
One
say.
one of her ex-friends were like, she was like, is Crystal coming? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I thought she had COVID. I was like, first of all, how did you know that? Second of all, no one, like, in my head, I was like, she didn't tell anyone that. And I was
So
so,
like Sam and Lainey were the only people that I
Yeah.
told that I had
Didn't
tested
Lane,
positive.
is it the Lainey that I'm thinking of? Like, she got married and stuff?
yeah.
Like, she got married like twice?
She got a baby on the way. But anyways,
Really?
Yeah,
anyways,
she's pregnant.
Not
She's 4 months
surprised.
pregnant.
Anyway.
Not surprised.
My godson.
Anyways,
I'm so excited.
so
She used to date Noah, I remember that.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
we don't talk about that.
yeah, there's a whole-
We don't
that's-
talk
that's a
about
whole
that.
different string. That's a whole
That's
di-
a whole different podcast.
yeah. Because that can go
You know
on.
what's crazy? Noah was in ROTC.
Oh.
Oh, anyways, so I told her, I was like, no, her brother got COVID, but I don't think she has COVID. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she gets home with COVID, and she's wearing a mask the whole time, and she's like under her mask.
I know. And then I'm panicking because everyone I keep hearing my name from the back of the bus. I'm sitting, like, we're sitting like in the middle of the bus. I keep hearing my name from the back of the bus. I'm like, bro, they fucking know I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna be able to go to graduation. Like, this is gonna be a whole fucking thing. I am like fully panicking. I was like, Sam, bro, like I should have never came on this damn trip.
I would have just said you had the mask because your brother had COVID, so you know for
well, so that was the whole like that was the whole plan, was to like my mask is like the deviation, but my voice was so coarse. Yeah. That it was like there was no way of hiding it. I couldn't talk on the bus because I didn't want anyone hearing me talk.
You could have just said you had like strep or mono or something like that.
But it was the whole printable because everyone kept saying, that's no better, by the way. Everyone just kept saying that I had COVID. And I was like, bro, I'm going to get in so much trouble for this shit. Because if they end up testing me, because, you know, the school was giving out those COVID tests at the time.
I don't know. I graduated.
Well, I mean,
had a graduation.
But your senior year, they were giving out COVID tests, too, at the nurse's office.
I didn't know that.
Nurse's office was giving out COVID tests. But you would test at the nurse's office and go home if you had COVID. So I was like, bro, if we get back to school and they test me, I'm fucked. Like, I'm not going to be able to go to graduation. Graduation's in like 2 days. I just tested positive the day before. We get to Aquatica. I'm like dying, just by the way. I'm being like waterboarded by every ride we go on. That was fucking awful. Sam made me go on this like drop slide thing.
Oh, yeah, the one where like it drops underneath you?
Yeah.
So, okay, so we had these. They gave us these meal cards.
Oh.
So
it's like the all-day dining.
So every hour you can go get a meal. Dining. So every hour
every
on the dot.
Theme park, I get that.
I know.
Like, but it's like he put that shit in his watch. He was timing that shit. Yeah. So we could go and get more.
See, I should have went with Devon. We need to go sometime.
Bro, like
I was knee deep in an eating disorder at the time. I couldn't even fucking like stand the thought of eating food. And Sam was like, you gotta get something, bro. I can't eat by myself.
Every hour.
I was munching on just pickles the whole time.
Even if you don't get like a full meal every hour, like I'm at least getting a dessert every hour.
Like I got chicken tenders. We went to every different stand because they had different food everywhere. I got like a barbecue sandwich, chicken tenders, a burger. Everywhere I got something different every hour. And I went to the rapids or a ride or a splash pad like in the middle so I can like work it off. And I was hungry the next hour. Like,
there was no way you were hungry, bro. You had like 8 meals that day.
You left your cooties on the cuties, the oranges,
cooties.
the oranges on the
like, the beach?
On the hot beach. They're probably still there.
They're still to this day. No, I just like threw them, cause we were running, cause the stand was really hot, so we were running. I threw them hoes, and I just kept going. I couldn't breathe because I had COVID. There was too much going on.
I had the last time I was out of Aquatica. Aquatica was fun, not gonna lie. It was fun.
It was fun. I would totally go again if I didn't have COVID. And then, but right after that, I think I had aspirated so much water. I ended up in the hospital with pneumonia and sepsis.
That's probably from the COVID.
That was in like August.
So, I mean, we went to that trip, and 2 months later, I figured out that I had been asymptomatic for pneumonia for however long. I was in the hospital with sepsis because my body reacted so negatively.
So maybe that was.
That shit was awful. I lost hearing in my right ear because of that. And I'm fully convinced that it was Aquatica.
So, do y'all remember Kevin Gates' Instagram story? You didn't watch it?
No, you
didn't see my God, you're blessed.
So like, let me just explain. So,
the gift of life.
Like a month ago.
Let me see if it's on Twitter. Let me find it.
Like a month ago, I was on TikTok, and I just scrolling.
My entire For You page.
See this guy crying. He's like, "Don't look at Kevin Gates' Instagram story." So you know my curious ass.
Right.
Bro. He had a whole 4-minute and 32-second video of this lady giving birth.
But she was but it wasn't normal birth. She was standing up
over a
and the
dresser.
camera was going behind her butt, and you can see that thing.
You can see the head coming out, and all of a sudden the baby pops out, and then all of a sudden you
floor.
See
oh, here it is.
You see the lady pull the placenta out, put it in a bowl. It was disgusting.
Why'd they censor it, man?
Because it's. What do you mean? Why'd they censor it?
Well,
on his story it wasn't censored because it was the gift of life.
It was the gift of life. Is so
but
beautiful.
On Twitter it's censored. Hold on.
Is it though?
No.
Well, because you can post.
I'm supposed to be in the room with Lainey when she gives birth.
Oh hell no! I'm throwing up. No, because.
No, I said I'm gonna stay right.
Sometimes I get these TikToks that it's whenever you're I don't know why, because my girl's not pregnant, and I hope not. But I get when the nurse is always when the dad asks the doc for an extra stitch.
Oh my God.
You should be the one. Yeah,
yes.
You should be the
I'm
one to say
hey, admin, put an extra one down there, bro.
That would probably throw the whole room off.
Everybody no, because the silence that would fall upon the room. Her grandma and her mom are gonna be in there with me. That shit would be
Put extra
crazy.
stitch down there.
Hey, fix that up for me. You know what I'm talking about? Like.
Throwing 2 extra.
Well, so
for
on
me.
on
Stitch the
Instagram.
whole thing shut.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, your stitch is shut. Make it a penis while you're at it.
Hit that reverse Caitlyn.
Are you still trying to find it?
Yeah, I
Is it
give
on
up.
Reddit?
Oh, maybe. Well, I searched Twitter and it's like, look at this link. And
Oh, they all
click
do
on
that.
the link.
They
I
all
clicked
do
the
that.
link.
don't ever
I clicked the link and it opened the app store. Let me.
Imagine it's like a game now where it's like Gift of Life and just Kevin Gates like narrating it.
Every time you lose, it shows you a different clip.
Let me look at
What are
Twitter.
those?
What or what?
Gourami, blue gouramis,
How big is that tank?
30 gallons.
Not the SpongeBob pineapple in the corner.
I have two.
Stop.
I have an extra one down there.
You know what? You did. You gave me Patrick. In that
Did I?
Gravel.
Because I have SpongeBob somewhere. I think SpongeBob.
I
I didn't give you. I didn't give you SpongeBob. Oh.
Patrick's in there too.
Not Patrick.
That is Patrick in there.
I mean, it's a starfish.
Sure is a starfish, but that is not Patrick. Not my Patrick.
From back here, it looks
No,
like
my-
an autistic starfish.
Not my Patrick. Nah, I can't find the video anywhere.
Sam, that tank is disgusting.
But this is what it is. They put an emoji over it. But she's like standing over the counter.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And you just like see it plop into like a kiddie pool.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
That's fucking gross.
So what else do we have to talk about? We're gonna talk about Kevin Gates' Instagram story. Being in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
Different than being a single? Well, I would know.
Yeah, as a newly single Sam, I think you should tell
Yeah,
us
I think-
like
Honest-
what you learned from your relationship, so I could like do better.
I think I just want to be single for a while. Like,
Okay, you said that last time.
I know, but now I'm like, I can't. Like, I don't want to be in a
Savage.
relationship anymore. Like,
At least you didn't have to be there for every call, every text, talking about I'm gonna get back with this person.
Oh my
I'm
God.
Gonna talk to this person.
Chill,
I'm
chill,
on
chill,
Tinder,
chill,
I'm
chill.
on Hinge.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
I've
whoa.
never downloaded Tinder.
Well, I got
Yeah, I
Bumble.
can fucking hands on the Bible say that I will never do that shit. I'm sorry, but I will meet people organically.
But I feel like it's a little different because you're a girl though.
So
It's
also,
not though.
You have more of a choice of who you can
yeah,
technically
right.
date.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes and no though.
Girls can
Because
go up to any guy and be like, date me.
That's not true.
Oh,
Not
no,
when you're me.
I'm not saying it like
Not
that. I'm
when
just
you're me.
saying like when you have like, let's say like as a girl you have like 3 or 4 guys hitting you up, but it's like
It's almost
Oh, yeah,
like
girls-
that, though.
girls
will
really-
Guys will 100% always like swear like, oh, you got hella hoes, you got hella hoes, and it's almost never like that. Every woman will comfortably say that when a man hits you up, he's either hitting you up for sex or he's not talking to you at all. And that's like the whole thing, like meeting people organically. Like I would have to go out and go meet someone.
I could not do that. See,
Sam's just socially awkward.
I got
I'm also
Bumble.
socially awkward.
I got Bumble,
Like,
and that's how I met my.
I'm gonna just keep dating people that I graduated with. Just keep throwing them in the bag.
But I
Collecting them all.
no, because when I hopped on Tinder and Bumble, I saw everybody I graduated with. I saw fucking Lainey on there, the girl who's pregnant now.
Stop. They were on a break.
Yeah, they're still married. They were married. She was on Bumble.
Legally, they're still
She was on
married. They're
Bumble.
not together.
Yeah, but they're having a baby together.
That's.
It's a whole other podcast. It's a whole other podcast. We'll have to get her on with the baby.
With
That'd be
my
s-
godson.
that'd be
Bro,
so
I'm
crazy.
excited. I'm so excited.
You're excited?
Yeah.
Wow.
I hated being single
Why?
in a way. It just
I love
I-
being single,
it
but
was
I love my
cool
relationship.
because you could just like talk to whoever and it just be whatever.
See, I like being in a relationship to the point where it's like I like updating people. Like I love like updating you about what I'm doing and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
also don't like being locked down. Like I don't like the
Okay, bitch,
feeling like
well
I'm
then,
like
you know what? That is so astronomically crazy to me because you, even when you're in a relationship, you're constantly texting me and updating me on everything you do, bro. You already got the fucking like the talk back feature. And you don't need someone to be with constantly.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to like yourself.
yeah. I don't really want to be in a relationship right now.
Yeah, like I enjoyed my relationship. Like she's all over my freaking lock screen. Like,
Clearly,
spoiled.
like 15 photos.
There's actually a bigger one. I just had to reduce it. Like I had to like it only fit that many on the wallpaper. No, I'm like for real. Like there's like 30 of them. It's like a whole ass like.
You got the
collage.
always on display. I turned it off because I couldn't deal with it.
I just recently turned it back on.
You can make it to where you can only see the time. You can change it.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of them. Like
you
I have
can't.
like a bunch.
You can't
of
do
them.
it.
Like I have like a bunch of them. It's
I
just.
can't do it. Why can't I?
Yeah,
It's
you
just
don't
that's
have
what
a
the
pro.
home screen is. Like it won't.
Oh,
it
yeah.
Won't do all of them.
Damn.
I don't know. I love my relationship.
I know you do, because
We
back with it after he cheated on you.
Okay. But that's, that's a whole.
Do you want? Are we going into that or no?
Huh?
Are we gonna go into that or no?
I
What are we
don't
going
know.
into?
I don't know how many people from our past listen to this podcast, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go fully into it. But yeah, there was infidelity. There was like that whole thing.
But honestly, it wasn't like
it wasn't
the worst. Like, it was. It was
Yeah.
more of just like.
Also, he didn't know the girl.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably
And
like.
he cut it off before I even found out.
It was probably like he was like in his like feelings or whatever. He probably like just.
Yeah.
It's not like he like went out and like fucked some girl.
Yeah. So I mean, that's like. It still is gonna fuck your.
Yeah, but it's
you know
not.
What? We're way closer now than we
Yeah.
ever were, and
Yeah.
we tell each other
Yeah.
fucking everything.
That's how my relationship
we
is
both
too.
have access to everything that we do. Like we don't.
Yeah.
There doesn't go a time that like if I'm going somewhere like I'm usually telling her. Or if
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
so that's kind of how we are. Also, we are on Life 360, Snap
that's
Maps, all that
same
shit.
thing.
But that's more than anything. That's safety. We both do a lot of stupid shit, so
Yeah.
that's more like I need everyone to know where I am at all times.
Yeah.
But besides that, we're.
Just give her the other mic.
What?
No. Besides
Oh.
that, it's like we're closer than ever, and we definitely worked through a lot of stuff. Yes, there's still like the trust.
And there's
that
like an
goes-
argument here and there. Yeah.
I mean, we've never argued.
Really?
Even when we broke up, we never argued.
That's crazy.
Oh, I want that.
We talk about everything very
See-
calmly, which is something that I'm not
See,
used
in
to.
a way, I'm not like that. Like, if I'm like upset, like I can't just talk to them because I'm gonna end up saying something, or I'm gonna get more mad thinking about it. Like,
I'm a step away and cool down kind of person.
Yeah.
Because I know that I will say some shit that will genuinely hurt your feelings and will probably like break this relationship forever.
Well, so that was my thing in my other relationship. When we would have these like when we would have an argument or whatever, I'd be like, okay, like calm down, whatever. Like not like just like take a deep breath. But she would just like, keep arguing.
Yes.
And that's when I was like I need to like talk to you later. And she's like, and she would just keep talking.
That was a really bad issue.
And that
in my
happens
last
every
relationship.
time. Like every time we argue, that happens every time. Like I just need to like not talk to you right now, and then we can have a conversation later.
yeah.
But and then like it'll escalate, and I yell because it escalates, and like because my anger is like I'm like I told you I need to like step away, and she's like, why did you yell at me? I'm like I told you I needed like
A second.
I need a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everyone deals with things and processes things differently, and I just feel like that's why my way of doing things is like stepping away and taking a second. In my last relationship, it was a really big problem where if I didn't fix things the way he wanted me to, or if I did anything even in the slightest wrong, like I could bump into him and he would like blow it up out of proportion. He hated me. But after that, he wanted everything to do with me, talking about he'll change, all that stuff. It's like, that's...
See, one thing about it is no one should ever change themselves for anybody
Also,
else.
why would I want that?
No, because I literally...
If I was in a relationship with you in the first
Literally.
place, why would I want you to change?
That's what I'm saying. That's
needs?
another red flag
That's
my
just
ex
things
had.
change.
She was like, oh, then you should change so that this can work out. I'm like, I'm not changing. She's like, well, I'm changing for you. I'm like, I'm not asking you to change. Don't change. She's like, well, you need to change so that this works. I'm like, I'm not changing. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
No, I mean, obviously, there are things that you adjust in a relationship.
There's maybe like attitudes or ways of going about things you can change, but like
Yes,
personally,
healthy ways to cope
right.
you can change,
But, like,
things about you should
right,
never
right.
change.
And yes, you're gonna hear me right when I say this, and I'm not gonna fully explain the whole thing, but just continue as if like it's normal. But that's pretty much like how I tell my fiance. Like I'm engaged. I've asked her, and she said yes. So but we're moving on that, and it's like she dyes her hair and like that because that's what she wants to do. But in a way, like she might dye her hair blonde because like before we started dating, like most of my like pictures and likes and not saved, but like stuff like that were blonde. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know? But and I tell her, it's like, okay, but we are dating. Like I like you the way you are.
Right.
That's why we're dating.
Right.
And sometimes it's like, it's not the fact that she doesn't believe it, but it's like based off what she's seen on like what I've liked or stuff like that. Like she feels that way, and it's like I wish that I could like.
Well, you know what though? That's another thing men commonly will perceive the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, I can see that, your ex may have been a blonde and she's tall and she's skinny and I'm not that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm gonna, I want to get all dressed up, I want to get cute for my boyfriend or my girlfriend or whoever I'm dating, and that's what they like, or if that's what I've seen that they like, I'm going to try to impress you, right? Like, everyone's going to try to, go and impress their significant other because, it's just human nature.
Yeah.
So, she's doing it for herself to feel more comfortable, more beautiful for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She's doing it for herself.
And I tell her all the
it
time, I'd rather you just be you. Like, you do what you want to do. Like, you look the way you want to. Like, I don't want you to, be different. Like, yeah, there's times where just because of the way I am, which I don't mean any ill intention toward it, I might make a slick comment or a comment that, I may not realize makes you feel a certain way. And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to change this or I'm going to change that or,
Yeah. Well, another thing. A lot of people don't know.
But, I love her to death.
Affects
No
people.
matter what. Sometimes, we'll argue here and there or, but... in a relationship, sometimes...
arguing is yeah.
And it's not, necessarily an argument. It's more of the fact that I have a certain viewpoint.
Disagreements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a disagreement than an
right.
argument.
But those are also helpful. Disagreements are helpful.
For us, a lot of the times, it's just a miscommunication.
Yeah. That's literally...
Yeah. And it's just a miscommunication. And it's she might get upset. I might get upset. And then it's just...
I've definitely had disagreement or miscommunications in a relationship. But trying to explain the miscommunication escalates.
Yeah, and then there's times where you just sit there and think after the fact, that was fucking dumb.
I know.
Why did we argue?
Well, whenever we have these arguments, I'm always like, is this gonna matter in a week? It's gonna matter in a day?
Exactly. I'm not even gonna think about this in 2 days.
That's my number one thing is are we even gonna remember that we had this talk in 10 years?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because there are obviously.
Years?
So,
I forget what I had for breakfast.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's the thing is everything is so little and a lot of the things that we say don't matter at all. But monumental things my boyfriend cheated on me. So that's something that we both had to learn from. That's something that we both had to learn to deal with, and we both have to handle it in our different ways. Now, that's something that we're going to remember because we both made significant adjustments to our lives because of that. Now, if I'm sitting here arguing I think you look ugly today. Girl, who the fuck cares? I'm gonna think you look ugly tomorrow if I think you look ugly today. So why am I trying to change that about you? That doesn't make no sense.
So what you're saying is you think he's ugly?
No, I think my boyfriend's fine as fuck.
You know who she's dating?
No.
Michael Duvall. Redheaded.
He sat at the table with me? Redhead. He sat at the table with me. You know who that is.
I think I know.
He has curly hair. Well, he had, his hair was long.
He was messing with Ashlyn, I think, at one point.
Yeah.
He said he was friends with Ashlyn. Yeah.
No, he was messing with Ashlyn. I think, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly who he is. I know exactly who he is.
I forgot about all that. I used to... No, because...
All the pictures that I have of him are like this.
Peyton sent me a video of me on the bus, arguing with him. Did I say that?
Mm-mm.
I gotta find it. But I was on the bus... And I gotta find it now.
Did he riz you up?
Yeah, how the hell did that happen? I don't remember how that started.
Okay.
I do not remember.
Because I remember the first podcast, the first long podcast you had, y'all talked about riz, more from the girl's perspective.
So.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
It happened in a very weird scenario. I had been friends with all of his friends except him, all throughout high school. So. I had originally went over to one of his friends' houses to hang out with a different one of his friends. I went over there, and I think it was I hung out the first night. He was there, but we didn't really talk. And then the second night, I went over there, and everyone was talking. I was laying on one of the guys' beds. There was we're all in one room.
Oh, I remember
I was laying like on this side of the bed, he was laying on that side of the bed, and he just like handed me his phone to like look at food, and he was like, "Oh, that's when I knew I had you in the bag." And I was like, "Yeah, right," because what I was thinking in that moment was, why is this kid so close to me? And then after I went home that night, it was like 5 a.m. because we had all went to Denny's and shit, and it was just like, it was a really late night, and then
Y'all must have been high.
They were. I wasn't. I was on my meds at the time. I couldn't smoke. Every time I would smoke, I would see like shadow figures and shit. It was fucking crazy. You had to live in my mind for that moment.
Lacing your shit.
No, it's my meds. I was on Zoloft and Adderall, so that's the clash of both of them plus the weed, it was just making me go crazy. But after that, we were all planning on going to the mall the next day, the Florida Mall the next day, and the Goodwill bins and all that stuff. And he had texted me after that night and was like, "Oh, like, let's go get food or something one time." And I was like, "Okay, girl, please." Like, what? And I was like, "First of all, I'm broke. We ain't going to get food." And he was
before
like,
or after all of us went to Chili's?
After.
You remember when?
After.
We went to Chili's.
After.
No, because
oh my
we went
God,
to
that
Chili's,
was still in my...
So I'm still with her.
Oh, that's...
Yes. So, yeah. So,
We went to
I forgot
Chili's?
you were there at Chili's.
We went to Chili's? Wait.
Because she had just got off
When
work.
she was there?
What do you mean?
Because I went to Chili's with her one time.
We went to Chili's with
Oh,
y'all.
that was in August. I think at the time, before when I went with you and Lainey, you were supposed to come.
I came later.
Because
I think you left.
Because Bradley thought I was cheating on her.
Yeah, and her dad.
Because you had to go over to Chick-fil-A. You had to go
Yeah.
over to Chick-fil-A. You were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was before we
I
started
remember
it.
that. This was in
But
August
the
after
time,
we broke up.
Yeah, so whenever we all went to Chili's
Charisma
and
was
y'all
there.
two were there and Charisma and
Yes,
Peyton were there.
yes,
I'm still with
yes.
her.
Okay.
To give you a, yeah.
Yes.
That was a whole...
Okay. No, but you told me you were trying to get with Mike because to make someone else jealous. Like you were trying to like.
No, I was...
Here we go.
So wait, this is like fucking stupid. No, I don't know if I want to talk about this because this is like crazy. I don't know how many people that we know listen to this, but yeah, no, it was like a whole like.
I mean, you could tell us off the podcast. I mean, that's a.
Yeah, so I mean, there was one person.
But what if I wasn't recording?
There was one person. There was one person that had told me that they had loved me, which was.
Oh.
I'll name drop after the podcast because I don't want anyone knowing about this.
Crazy. That was actually crazy.
That was crazy because that was not supposed to get that far, and then.
I mean, y'all did like.
Do I know the person?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was. Y'all both comment. Yep.
He also got with Ash.
So stop because you have to cut that out like straight up. So stop. So wait. Because he had said something about he was in love with me. Which, girl, please. That's okay. Fun, cool, great. But I was like not into that. He was trying to be like, why are you this? Why are you that? Why are you not giving me this?
Oh, I have a question after the podcast.
So we got back on that topic, and you and me had always talked about how we didn't think that was real and that was probably fake. And I mean, obviously we didn't know like hard down facts. We weren't there. But
well, because I was also friends with her at the time. Too.
Yeah, I wasn't friends with either of them at the time, so I didn't really have a stance. I just kind of was like, okay, well, I'll stay away from the situation.
But I knew of her. I knew Ashlyn, but only because of Kaylee. Well, like I didn't talk to her.
I knew that Ashlyn and the girl that set her up was beefing, so I knew that like.
I don't even know who the girl is.
I know who the other girl is now. I didn't know her at all. I didn't know any of these people.
I know one person who did say the N-word was on video and everything.
Oh my god, she literally was about to get her ass whooped when she dropped out of school that same day.
Haley?
No, Shelby.
No, yeah, Shelby.
Stop, because Haley was about to get her ass beat too. Did y'all know about that? Haley, the skinny blonde one. I don't know. Please. Anyway, back to the topic. He was like, I probably still have those DMs. Like I swear I wasn't making
that video was crazy. I think I have it on my camera.
So he had told me, he was like, oh, I think I still have those DMs. Like, I swear, like, because he didn't post the DMs that he had from her, but he had posted the ones that were going around before. Mm-hmm. He didn't set her up. The other girl did. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The girl that he was fucking with after Ashlyn. And so he was like, I probably still have those DMs. And he, like, goes back in their DMs. And she 100% did say that shit. She 100% did. And in my brain, look at Ashlyn, bro. Like, she's very much liberal, you know, like, from the look of her and stuff like that. I was like, my whole experience, I was like, fuck, She didn't say that shit. Like, that was, like, you know, that was
Like,
something
my
to,
whole
like,
stance
end
on
her.
it, yeah, like, my whole stance on it is, like, if you say it, you say it. Whatever. Like, I'm not even specifically hard R. Even if, like, just saying nigga.
Wait,
Like, I don't care. Like, I just, like, if you're saying it to me, like, I don't care. I just, because I can tell by the way you say it. I can tell your demeanor. How, like, how you expressively say it. Like, I can tell if it's negative or just in conversation. Like, let's say if we're jamming out to music and we're just in the car and, like, I don't want you to just...
So I didn't find the video, but
Now, like, the Chris Brown, like, Freaky Friday, I don't need you nigga. Like, I don't need you doing that, but, like, we just, like...
See, I mean, yes, I just...
Especially Tyler, the Creator, say it. Tyler, the Creator, say it. I need you to say it. Like, I don't want you to bleep it out, because it's funny.
What I'm saying is just, like... It's not my place to say anything like that. I mean, obviously, that's not for me to say for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm not black. I don't really have a fucking say in, like, who gets to say it or not. But I don't. But that's a personal choice. I mean, but I don't know. Like, I saw those DMs, and he was like, I only posted what was going around at the time. I didn't post, like, our previous DMs. And I was like, that's crazy. Because it was like, you would go back, and it was just like her over and over and over and over and over. And I was like, okay, that's a little wild.
Same.
And I don't think.
Okay, so I didn't find the video of her saying it, but I found. Do you remember that girl who like killed her dog because of it?
No.
Yeah.
Why the dog made that noise?
Like.
Why
Like,
is she?
kicked it. She like kicked it and everything. And I think
Oh
that
my
was,
god,
I
that
think
just
it was
made
around
my
that-
like heart sink my ass.
I think that was at the same time. I think that was when that happened.
Because
Bro, when was it? This was somebody we went to school with?
Yeah.
who the fuck is that? I don't know who that is.
That was around that time.
You gonna name
I
drop
think,
after
but I
the
think it
podcast?
was because.
You gonna name drop after the podcast?
Let me see if I have the video.
Oh, I still have to tell y'all the story about like the whole like situation. I forgot about that.
Bro, Sam. So you remember half the like stupid shit that I would say during school?
Yeah.
Do you like remember like anything?
Yeah. Why? What about it?
Say yeah.
What about it? What about it?
Cause like I want to like make like a list.
Like a quotes?
Yeah, like a quotes thing.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know why. Like I said one thing. It was like I said this in Mr. Morsink's class. I said one day I was like, Mr. Morsink, I got a quote to tell everybody. And he's like, all right, go ahead and go up in front of the class and tell the quote. This was my sophomore year. Like y'all were barely in.
I was in Mount Dora.
Yeah, y'all were barely
I
even
was
in
on
high
the
school.
9th grade campus.
Yeah. So I went up in front of Mr. Morsink's class and I was like, I said one day, I was like, it's better to come in the sink than sink in the cum.
Bro, you said that in the class?
I said that in the class. Like, bro, because you guys know how Morsink is. Like, I used to tell him all the time, like, oh, there's a shark condom on the wall. And, like the little plankton catching thing that's on the wall or on the pole. I'd be like, yeah, there's a shark condom on the wall. And
Bro.
and I told him, like, one day, like, I don't know if you ever saw me do it, but, like, I used to roll up my shorts and then pull my shirt down a little bit past it so it looked like I had no pants on. I walked into his classroom like that one day. And I was like, Mr. Morsink, somebody stole my pants and I don't know where they went. Like, I need your help. And he was like freaking, bro. He was like, oh. Bro, and apparently, like, I guess, like, the whole ordeal, like, threw him off so much, like, he called my dad.
No way.
Yeah, he called home and I got, like, in trouble for it a little bit.
Bruh.
But he was just saying I was being, like, a little disruptive. Like, he didn't say, like, what happened. And then one day, like, my dad's also a barber, and he was working in a barbershop in Mount Dora, and Morsink came in and he cut his hair.
No.
And Morsink was telling my dad how he had, like, this student that was just...
Oh, but he didn't know that...
He didn't know that was my dad. And I was sitting in the back. Like, I heard the whole thing.
No.
Damn, that's crazy.
This was crazy.
Speaking of coming in the sink.
Oh, my God. Whoa, what kind of transition was that?
Back in, like, 8th grade,
I feel like I shouldn't be here.
I don't know.
there was a thing on Snapchat of Lake Mineola. And
they come to the toilet.
There was no. There was a sign on the sink mirror. I probably have it somewhere. On the sink mirror that said like, attention. What? It's an adapter. It was like, attention students, please do not come in the sink because it clogs up or do not ejaculate in the sink. Let me find it. I think I made it a sticker on Snapchat. Let me find it.
I seen like this one poster like on like TikTok or whatever, but it was like, oh, find something
Here, I found
else. Find something.
Lake Mineola Middle School or something.
Please do not masturbate into sinks. Ejaculating in sinks is unsanitary. May induce complication in Lake County sewage system, and it's a hassle to clean up. That's wild. That's wild. Bro, I seen this one on TikTok though where it was like, oh,
Hawks. I love that though. I love that that would be like, Panthers, please stop coming in the sinks.
oh, could you imagine the on the morning announcement? Good morning, Panthers. Please
Could you
stand for the
imagine?
Pledge of Allegiance. And then moment of silence after.
And you're
You
like,
may be seated. Students, it's not safe for you to come in the sinks because you'll like.
But I try to get you to do the announcements on my last day.
Yeah, I know.
But they
I
didn't
know.
let you
I
come
was
in.
working though, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was all the way in Tampa working.
Damn.
I remember that day too.
I would have been crazy.
Bro, it's so funny.
During COVID, like before, I know Jackson Brooks did the.
Yeah, he sucked ass. He was in my
Yeah,
first period, and I would talk
but-
shit.
Oh, but you didn't?
I missed hearing that so much that every day I would I had the recording saved and I would listen to Good Morning Panthers.
Hey, that's
every day.
fire. I had fans, dog.
Yeah, you started doing that though. Didn't you do that?
Yeah, no, Jackson Bakich started it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know who that is, but
No, I
he
don't know
started it. And then it just, like, kind of stuck. You know what Mr. Clark told? Like, I have it. Do you have the yearbook from my senior year?
No.
You don't?
No.
I know I do at home. Like, but if I don't,
I only have my
but
senior year.
if I remember correctly, in the front of the book,
Oh my God, I gotta pull
they
mine
have,
out. You gotta
they
read.
have this thing for the seniors. They have this, huh? They have this thing for the seniors called Deserving Dozen, and I was the first one in the book. So I guess that means I got like the most votes for
Yeah.
it or whatever. And what that is?
That's our senior year.
Oh.
Wait, what happened? Anyways, that's foul. Anyways,
we should
but like
Like dox people.
so like Jeffreyon and Mr. Clark like put a like talking about me under. Mr. Jeffreyon was like, "Oh, he's such a like cool, inspirational person. Like he would talk to me and say hello in the hallways a year before he even took my class." And I was like, "Oh, you know, that's like the nicest thing Jeffreyon's probably ever said to anybody." Besides another thing that I'll get to. And then like Mr. Clark was like, Devon's not only the voice, like in caps, all caps, it said the voice of Eustis High School. Like he's the model student for all of us, or something crazy like that, right? And I was like, what the heck, the voice? And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, because I did the announcements.
Bro, shut up. Yeah, everyone knew who you were for some reason.
Bro, no, like everybody knew who I was
your
even
voice.
before. Yeah. So like sometimes I'd be like in like I would just be in the like hallway and I'd be talking to somebody, and some rando person, like some weird rando person, would come up to me and like would come up to me and be like, "Oh, you're the kid that does the announcements."
That is so horribly embarrassing.
I'd just be like,
Why'd you say it like that?
I'd just be like, what would I say?
Why'd you say it like that?
Oh, because that's how they would say it.
What? Oh my
They
god.
weren't sped kids. They
Sam.
were just like,
Oh,
Oh my
like-
god, I love how he just like came out and said it
They
too.
weren't sped kids. They just like they would just be like, "Oh, yo, bro, you do the announcements, right?"
I
Like,
weren't a dog
yeah.
collar in that picture.
Who? Who?
Top right. Movie finger.
Isn't that Anna Grace? You just put your hand on
Yeah.
right
Which
there.
one?
Second
No.
the second one.
This
Yeah.
one? No. That bitch is crazy though. This bitch is crazy.
Let me see that.
I got into a car accident because of her one time.
So you know who's in my who was or is in my welding class? Josh Henshaw.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
Alyssa's about to have the baby
Yeah.
like in like a month or two.
I saw him recently.
Alyssa Johnson.
Do you know who that is?
She's on. No, probably not.
She's probably in here somewhere.
No, they like dropped out.
Did they really?
I think she did. She's an OB or something right now.
Johnson, she was an artist.
She had to have graduated because she had to go to college.
Yeah, but these pictures were taken before the year started, so. Johnson.
Elijah's over. He wanted to be me so bad.
I swear.
Y'all look the same.
I didn't take a picture.
No, he looked like me.
Santos.
I didn't get my picture taken, no.
Johnson.
He looked like me.
There's a lot of students on pictures.
Wait, let me see. I wanna look. I wanna look for my song.
Anyways, what are the topics we have to talk about?
Oh, I still have to tell you guys about that one thing that I was doing. That, look at that. Look at that. He looks dead. He looks like a dead person. With the hat?
Yeah, why is he wearing the hat?
The hat?
Why
Stop,
they-
because I literally, these pictures are up in his home, in his mother's home, and is this not giving Republican as fuck?
No, but why is he? Why do they
Is this
let
not
him-
giving,
got
like,
a
kind of
hat?
Why do
scared?
they let him wear the hat?
I don't know.
I know somebody who used their ROTC uniform as their like picture day picture.
I think.
There's a couple
Stop, that's
people.
embarrassing.
because
That's
no, because
embarrassing.
they
Why would you...
always- For some reason, they always schedule the picture day.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah, and so in the normal pictures, yeah.
See, boom,
See,
boom.
Yeah, right here. Look, they because
That's what I'm saying. Look,
Sergeant tells
There's
them.
hello.
Yeah, Sergeant.
well, you're already dressed up for picture day.
Yeah, he's like, you can change if you want to, but like,
He would
That's
tell
so
us to
embarrassing.
change our tops. If you wanted to wear something different, change your top and leave your dress pants on, but change after you're done. Or just take off your like uniform
days like
shirt
that,
and just wear the white
I would
shirt.
skip days like that, to be honest. Especially since my senior year, I never really showed up because I was just, I only RTC class I had was TA. That's all I did. Like I didn't have like an actual RTC class. So honestly, I just like wouldn't show up because I wouldn't get graded on anything. I would only get graded on TA.
Yeah.
But I would still wear the uniform. But like days like picture day or days like we were doing stuff like I
I
didn't
love
want
how
to.
we're right back at ROTC. That's what we're
Or
saying.
like
Full circle.
spirit
What's that?
like spirit days and stuff like that. I just wouldn't show up. Like I would skip to Lake's class or something because like I wouldn't get counted grade anyways.
Yeah.
No, because you know my fucking the one thing that would drive me nuts is that I would fully like I would be like, okay, well today's the day of the month that I'm gonna wear my uniform, and
Day of
then
the month. Were you in reserves? Is
yes,
that why?
yes.
That's fucking retarded. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but
No, you're right.
that just pissed me off.
The reserves are stupid.
Oh my god, I'm in the ROTC reserves. Like,
That's because they did the class once a semester,
I'm
right?
aware, but like,
So that's all the RTC kids just wanted to be like a part of it.
I did not want to be a part of it, but Sergeant said that I should have been. So I was like, okay, that's fine, but
Sam,
I
are
would dress.
these Burger King coupons you have balled up right here?
My mom.
Bro, are they like still good?
Yeah, I literally just balled it up.
Bet. I'm gonna go to Burger King after I leave from here.
But
What the
um,
freak? Miles Morales.
oh, that fucking red burger, that shit looks terrifying.
It does.
But I would- I would get
That's
fully
disgusting.
dressed, and then I would be like, oh, I don't want to go, and I would sit in Lig's class in my full uniform and just like suffer for the whole day. When I could have just wore like
when I was
regular.
in like ninth grade or something, I would change out of my uniform.
But
Like,
he
fourth,
would
seventh grade.
he would call me out on it all the time. He'd be like, "Oh, you didn't wear your uniform last month. You didn't do this. You didn't do that." So like, okay, I did, and I would end up skipping every time.
Also, you're not gonna get a grade on it anyway, so what's the point of wearing it?
But that's what I said. But I was just trying to make him like happy. Like it was my last year. I was like, okay, and I only took ROTC the first semester, so it was only for like the last.
I think the reason why they did the reserves, though, now that I think about it, is because if you have first semester, you didn't make it to George Fest. And that's
that's
like a
true.
requirement.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to still participate in all the events.
I had to command George Fest. That shit sucked.
I remember that. You were the commander. I remember that.
Sequence.
It's so funny because every time that I wasn't a commander, I was an element leader.
Isn't that when we met up with the Mount Dora?
Yep.
Because I remember I literally, as soon as we got there, I walked straight to the Mount Dora group and I like dabbed up everyone. Because like I knew all of them.
Because what I was planning was, you know how we did the ROTC field day?
Yeah.
We were supposed to do one with Mount Dora.
Yeah.
And they never got back in contact with me. I've already reached out to them like 2-3 times. Like, I'm not going to walk over to your school and, you know, like,
Hey,
I
can you
extended
please-
I extended the
I know
invitation.
you're so much cooler than us, but please don't.
I'm surprised they would have done it.
I would have kicked their ass in kickball. I'm
They would
sorry.
have done it.
I would have kicked their ass in kickball.
Well, they're a little athletic. Like
Don't matter.
Like they're.
Don't-
I
kick
would
you kick
have
for
single-handedly kicked their ass in
Because
kickball.
I did a field day with them, I think my sophomore year, and we had to like flip like giant ass logs like vertically, and like big ass tires, like heavy ass workouts.
Stop. When fucking Sergeant made us do that shit,
You
that
know what
was
Sergeant
like,
made
yeah.
us do one year for the CLC? One of the exercises we had to do was Indian runs, like, you know, where you have like in a line and then the last person got to run to the front, and then when they get to the front, yeah, we did that for like 6 miles.
Damn. 6 miles.
6 miles.
I would piss.
Yes, we
I
ran
like-
around like Warren Willis like 8 times.
Bro.
We did it for like 2 hours.
I love Warren Willis.
It's cool.
That would make me throw up.
I went there. Like, I used to go.
So Lane Davis, it's so funny because we were at camp and he was like flirting with this one girl, and we had like a basketball tournament, and we were playing like flights against each other, and like I was like fucking Michael Jordan. Like the goal was like 7.5 feet tall. I was
Was it good?
yeah, like he destroyed my backboard. Anyways, but but like, it was so funny because like he's flirting with this one girl from camp, and like she was sitting there watching, and it was like middle of the game. Like it just so happened like everybody in camp.
Not someone from RTC, but like a.
No, like from a different school of
Oh,
RTC.
okay.
Because there was like 3 schools. It was
Right.
us, Seminole, and
Yeah.
DeLand.
Mhm.
That's all who went. He was flirting from this one girl from DeLand, I think it was. And it just so happened that like that game was supposed to be like the most competitive game between all the flights. Like and like people were betting on it. Bro,
No.
I got the ball. Like the court was like I could shoot from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, the court's small.
The court is very small.
Yeah.
I got the ball, and like it was a fast break. Like got the rebound, ran down the court, and Lane was like under the basket trying to play defense. And I pretty much almost jumped from the free throw line and just dunked on him.
Bruh.
And the whole camp saw it.
No.
Like they like half the guys like ran on the court were like, oh, you got dunked on. Like he fell on the ground, I dunked on him. It was so bad. It was so because I was on the little short slanted one when I dunked on him.
Yeah.
I mean I could have dunked on the bigger one too, but like it just made it all the funnier that it was like
Poor baby.
it was so funny. You probably would have died laughing.
No, I definitely would have. I had like beef with Lane Davis for no fucking reason.
Do I know who that is?
Definitely.
I don't think I know who that is.
He used to be
Us
friends with
keep-
Noah.
The way that we keep looking up people.
I know people's faces. I don't know people's names. I'm really bad at that.
Emo bitches are in office.
They're all gonna be like AI, like
Which is fine.
Hey,
all the,
If
all
y'all
the
want
OnlyFans.
to do it.
hey, AI going crazy with this music.
All the
so
OnlyFans
as
are
long
gonna be
as-
No,
AI.
not the Drake
Well,
song.
have you seen the AI OnlyFans girls?
No.
Like they're putting like deep fakes.
I'm gonna start an OnlyFans for myself.
I was thinking about doing that, but like not putting like nude pictures, but just
Well,
like
yeah.
but just like
Just like
Random pictures.
what's his name?
like Instagram posts.
the YouTuber. Fuck, what's his name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I almost said Ben Affleck, but that's not who it is.
The kid who goes in the mall. That's like
Not Jack Doherty.
I was thinking about Jack Doherty. 'Cause
But him
he has
too.
OnlyFans, but he doesn't post like nudes.
I don't know what he posts, to be honest.
I don't know either, but I assume he doesn't post nudes because people would talk about it. But I was thinking about making OnlyFans just to like get people to subscribe just to see what it is, and it's just gonna be like random Instagram pictures of me.
I don't know. I want to start an OnlyFans really bad. I definitely
Like
put-
nude?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So many people would pay for that. Listen, I was
would
like,
pay for that.
I was the fucking talk of the town. I'm like world's biggest.
All right.
Listen,
All right, now.
no.
I was the talk of the town.
No,
Oh my
you
God.
definitely work for a good reason. I was for a horrible reason. I was like the world's biggest slut. Like, don't. Like, it's.
If everyone wanted you, then.
It's not that everyone wanted me either. I think everyone just kind of noticed that I'm just like I have like man mindset, so I can hook up and not want to date. And that's what people were noticing, and then they were like, okay, yeah, like, let's fuck. Middle school, though, I was like that bitch. I was that bitch. Everyone wanted me because I was new, and I had, like, a little booty on me.
You're from New York.
Yeah. So that was that, though. But I was thinking about starting an OnlyFans, just because...
I mean, I think
That's
your
actually-
situation would be a little different, though, starting an OnlyFans. Not situation, but, like, it'd be a little different. Like, you'll be more successful.
But yeah,
than
think about
that.
it. When a guy starts OnlyFans, like it does not pop off immediately. But like when a girl starts OnlyFans, like everyone is sharing it, like talking about it.
Stop. Do you know the shit that would be talked if I started an OnlyFans?
Wow, they would
If I
stuff.
start OnlyFans, like, I ain't even gonna make the subscription high. Like, $1.99.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I would.
$1.99.
Starting that shit at 99 cents.
I
Bro,
would-
think about it,
I
bro.
would charge
I only
per
need
photo.
5 subscribers. That's $10. That's a gas
Right,
tank.
right.
That's gonna take a gas.
I would charge per photo, like $2 a photo.
I would do like 99 cents a photo for starting up, and then after that, it's like, okay, like I'll increase based on.
Well,
my
I know people who
Yeah,
have.
that's what I'm saying. But you'll have more clientele than we will.
Well, I know people who have.
But who knows?
I know people who have free OnlyFans and they charge per photo. Like you can subscribe for free, but then like photos are free, but like videos are like. This is like people who like actually do
It's
OnlyFans.
it's like the premium Snapchat.
Yeah,
stories.
but then you like pay for like texting them and stuff like that. That's how
See,
people like make money because like what's her name,
that's
Bella
smart.
Thorne? She like shut down OnlyFans because everyone subscribed to her so fast.
No, you know who else did? Bad Baby.
Yeah, Bad Baby. She
That's-
made $1 million.
And Iggy
Yeah.
Azalea.
She made $1 million in 4 hours.
Iggy Azalea did the same thing.
Yeah, but she actually
But that was
Bad Baby
Bad
doesn't even
Baby's-
post like she posts like bra pictures.
But that was crazy because she
The
started.
night she turned 18.
But
$4
all
million
those
for-
all
$1
those
million in 4
all
hours.
those pictures were child pornography.
Well, yeah, if she posted it immediately. But she said the most people that subscribed were like 40-year-old men. That was her main like demographic.
Which is crazy because
And
that's like their
NBA
daughter.
Youngboy fans.
Yeah.
Speaking of NBA YoungBoy, like I don't know, like I doubt you guys listen to his like music and whatnot, or like Lil Durk, but like
No one listens to NBA, but young boy, but you.
I don't listen to NBA.
You got tattoos? Let me see your tattoos.
I do have tattoos actually.
Talk about your tattoos.
I love my tattoos.
Talk about your tattoos.
I don't have that many. I just have this one. I need to go get more.
Are you doing a whole sleeve?
This one's like really. I have one that looks like that on my side.
Yeah, some of the flowers. Where did you get your ink done?
The one on my side was done.
Go ahead. Sorry, I was gonna talk about Tanner.
Oh please. Well, that's
Matilla Tanner?
Yeah, because he works at a tattoo parlor.
Anyway.
That's Sam's man. I'll always say that. I don't care. No, I don't even need to know. I don't even need to know. I already know. I already know.
Why are we talking? Why am I here?
I should snap him back. I got him on delivery right now.
Please. Anyway.
I'm not lying. Look.
The piece on my side was done by a family friend. He lives in Georgia now. His name's Jonathan Kelly. And then this one is by Will Dixon from Ironwell.
That's where I got that one done. I got it by Dylan though.
Oh, I see.
The one in the front corner.
Yeah, I want to go to Ashley.
Yeah, she's across from him.
Yeah, she's super cool. I love her, but I've never gotten any work done by her. This one was done by literally just some strange man. This is for leg.
Oh my god.
The 126.
I literally want to get a 126 tattoo, but I don't want it on my arm because it's like.
I have a lightning bolt on my hip bone, and then I have like a sun and a wave with my mom on my ankle.
Oh yeah, so I have these. I got this one first, the Roman numerals, and it's just my grandma she did it backwards, but it's the day my grandma like passed away and then the day she was born, but it was supposed to be the other way around. But it's all right. You can't really tell the difference, like unless you like know your Roman numerals. And then I got this one done. I got this one done in Umatilla by LaRue Tattoo after they moved. Then I got this one done at Iron Will by Dylan. And this was actually the most expensive one. And then I got this one done at, I need to go get it touched up and then the rest of it.
You gotta read what they say for the audio listeners.
So it says, hold on. Hey,
Rose
Turning
tired.
towards the mic.
Oh my! My fiance hates when I like talking on, like, so I'm trying to be better at it. But it says, trust in God's timing. It's better to wait a while and have things fall into place than rush and have them fall apart. So.
I like it. It's kind of like deep.
Yeah.
That's
So the whole thing.
The one on his wrist is
Roman numerals. The day my grandma passed away and the day she was born. Like this whole thing is like this whole half sleeve is gonna be for my grandma.
Yeah.
See, the one on my side.
She loved roses. I'm sorry. She loved roses. She used to say that to me all the time, and then that.
Well, that's sweet.
Yeah.
The one on my side is the roses for my grandmother, and then I have 2 hibiscus flowers for my mom and my aunt. And the rest of them are just kind of like some
Where's your dad's flower at?
I have to. I'm getting 27 Roman numerals on my ribs, and then I'm gonna do my grandfather's signature on the other side, which is gonna be painful as shit.
But I'm saving this side for my kids if I have any. I should have.
Bro, thinking ahead.
Shouldn't be that difficult.
Which one's for your fiance? Wait, can you talk about that? I didn't know you.
Yeah. So.
I didn't know about that.
So
Get into that.
we were talking about getting like a matching tattoo, in a way, but like probably after we get married, what I'll do.
No, but like
after
back up though. I didn't know y'all got engaged.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
A couple months ago.
I didn't know that. Where? When? What happened?
Hey, congratulations,
yeah,
by
thanks.
the way.
What happened? Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, so it's so funny, like in a way, like we had been talking about it for a while, and so we had went on a date to downtown Winter Garden, and we went in like this. We went into a store, and they have like Pandora and all that, and I was like, she loves like rings and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, what kind of rings do you like? Just
What's
ask
your
a simple
size?
question. No, I didn't ask that. I just asked like a simple question, like, oh, which kind do you like? So I knew what to look for.
Yeah.
In a way, and I'm actually gonna switch this because like.
Can you not hear?
No, I can hear. No, I can't hear out of the headphones.
Oh, you can't hear out the headphones?
No. I feel like my mic's not
turn
even
up.
working.
Turn up the mic. Like there's like a switch, like a volume rocker on the. Can you hear it now?
Where?
No, don't push it down. Just like it's like a roller thing.
Where?
Let me see.
His mic's been off this whole
Can
time.
you hear? Can you hear now?
Yeah.
Can you hear now? Oh, so that whole time you couldn't hear?
No.
Oh.
Where the fuck is it at?
Damn, on the like very back by the ear cup. Don't push it down because that'll mute you. but like there's like
No, I'm just rolling it down.
okay, you can hear.
It was
Okay.
loud as
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But like, what was I? Oh, we were in Winter Garden. ADHD. We were in Winter Garden, and I was like, "Oh, what type of rings do you like?" And like, she was like, "Oh, I like this one and this one." And she was like, "Oh, I really like that one." And at the time, like, I could have got it, but it was like, I didn't want it to be like, "Oh, here."
Yeah.
Like, so like after a time, like I said, we had been talking about it, and then like I ordered the same ring online, and then we went out with some friends earlier that day to Texas Roadhouse. And it's so funny because my boy's gonna listen to this because I've been talking about this podcast all fucking week, and it's so funny because we were dying laughing because he like tripped and fucking dropped his food outside the Texas Roadhouse, and we were dying laugh. Like, it was fucking hilarious. Like, he like
I guess I gotta be there because
fucking trip, and like the whole plate of whatever he had left, and he
All-
just
all the
kept
rolls.
walking.
No.
And what's crazy is he kept walking.
I would've been too
He just
embarrassed.
left that shit there. It
I
just
wouldn't have even looked back.
I know.
I
He
would have
didn't.
kept going.
He didn't. Like, he didn't like fall, but like he tripped and like I guess to save his balance, dropped the food and just kept walking like nothing.
yeah, I would have not looked back either.
That shit was so
No,
funny.
to save myself the embarrassment, I wouldn't have been like, oh no, what do I do with this? I would have just like,
Yeah, just
hey,
go.
got in the car, turn it on, that bitch.
That's
I'm
what.
gone.
That's exactly what happened. So then after we get home, like we were laughing and joking about it the whole way and just talking. And then like when we got back, because we were living together, and then when we got back, like we were getting out, like I went over and opened her door, and like I like had it in my pocket, and then like proposed in the driveway, and it was so funny because when I went down, like every bone in my
So
body,
you had to have the ring camera footage.
like no, there was no ring camera, but like every bone in my body like cracked, and
Really?
we're just sitting there laughing. Like I'm on my knee, like trying to like,
Yeah.
and she's sitting there laughing, and I'm like trying to say something sweet, but she's laughing, and I'm like, oh my god, I messed up the whole moment basically because I'm like fucking broken.
Bruh.
And then she was like, yeah, so.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But we're gonna wait at least for like the marriage and stuff because I'm in school.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna at least wait for me to be done with school because I have a whole nother year before I
Yeah.
graduate. So we're gonna wait till I get done with school, and then at least until she looks at getting into school, or she's in school, or she finishes school as well.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did she leave work? Oh, she's on a break. Life 360.
That's just a lifesaver.
But yeah,
I don't really use Life 360 like that. I don't think I ever.
'Cause you ain't got no hoes.
Before I call
All right.
someone, I check the location just to make sure I'm not getting
I don't like.
interrupted
I
what
just
they're
hate.
doing.
I hate Life 360 where I have to like change like the circle every time I want to like check someone different. You know what I mean? Like they're in like different groups on Life 360.
Yeah.
I like find.
I only have one group.
I use Find My. It's like easier because like everyone's just in the one map.
See, no, because I have Circle Jerk with Kenna and Kaylee, and then I have Baddies with you, and then I have Pimps in the Wild with Mike, and I have my family one.
Yeah, I hate that. I
But
have to,
wait,
like,
hold on really quick, because I was thinking about it. How long have you and your fiance been together?
Just slightly longer than you and your boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is Mike gonna propose?
No, I don't think either of us want to get married.
I don't see y'all as a marriage type.
Well, the thing is, also what both me and her like really agree about is if I'm gonna have kids, like I want to be like
Yeah.
married and have kids young.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
because
well,
I want to
yeah, that
be
makes
able to
sense.
grow up and travel with them and experience.
So
Like,
you
I
wanna-
don't
you wanna
want.
travel-
I don't want to
That's
be
the
like
difference.
like
I
yeah.
never want to have kids.
Yeah, my parents are like 40 something, so it's like
So you want to travel with your kids? Because I know people who want to like travel before they have kids too.
well, not even travel with my kids. It's like whenever they want to go to like if they want to participate in sports
Oh,
or
you
do
mean,
this
like,
or do
being
that.
around-
Like I want to be
yeah.
around and be
Yeah.
young. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
be 60 and my
Yeah.
kids like
Yeah.
just graduated.
just graduating elementary.
Yeah.
Something.
Like not even high school,
Yeah.
elementary.
So
Or,
I mean,
like,
I
middle.
get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to have kids, so I don't really.
Like in a way, I kind of want to wait till I'm about 25 to have my first kid. Give
That
or
makes
take.
sense.
Give
You
or
know
take.
what though?
Planned.
That's like late for like because think like our parents, they were probably having kids like really young. Their parents were having kids at like
Super young.
18.
Like 18 to
Especially
20.
people around here, because like a lot of people here like that have kids, they grew up like their parents grew up here too. Like they
Yeah.
all had kids young.
And that's another thing, like,
Laney.
because I'm going to school
Lainey's mom isn't young.
Well, I meant like.
Yeah, but I know, like, isn't that Lainey?
Yeah.
Lainey's family also isn't from here.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, because usually people who have kids young, like their parents had them young too.
Yeah.
or they're just the, like, rebellious type.
Yeah.
Like,
But
it
usually
just
it's like their parents had them
wasn't
young
supposed
as
to
well.
happen.
Yeah.
Like, not in a bad way. Like,
Yeah.
but, like,
Yeah.
Happy accidents.
You would know.
happy dad.
Happy mom.
But yeah,
But, like, I forgot what I was going to say.
traveling
you know.
with your kids.
Oh,
being a
yeah.
part
No,
of their
not
lives.
even that. Because, like, for my job, I just know, like, I'm going to have to work a lot of hours.
Yeah, you're for welding.
Yeah,
right?
because I'm going to school for welding. And I actually do welding for work. Like, I had to get off work early just to go to school.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ex was a welder, and that shit's no joke. He moved to Georgia at the
Yeah.
end of our relationship, and I feel like that really, like, you know, that's tolling, obviously, especially, like, not being able to, I was still in high school, so it was just, like, he left high school.
Yeah.
So it was, like, I didn't really have,
Well, you guys also have to think, like, I've been out of school for 2 years now.
yeah.
Like, y'all really almost just got out of school. Like, it's been a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, and it
I'm
doesn't
just
seem,
starting college.
And it doesn't, and it doesn't seem like that long. But it's like, oh my God, I've been out of school for 2 years now. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck am I gonna do with my life?
I know.
Let's answer this.
Anyways, tell her she's on the podcast.
Hey, I'm on the podcast right now. Hello? You're good. What's up? Okay, I love you. Just, I'll be there whenever you go. Alright, bye.
I don't know if Mike has work today.
What'd she say?
She forgot I had the, like, podcast.
Oh yeah.
Because I told her it was going to
I
be a
got
little
my
later.
podcast at
today.
1. I can my schedule.
Well, no, I didn't tell her it was
I,
at
like, woke
1.
up this
but I
morning and
didn't.
Sam was like, I guess you can be here.
Well,
because we were
well, the thing
planning
is,
on-
we were out. Like, I didn't get home till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Cause you had texted me at like 1:40 something.
I got
and
from
I
work at, like, 2 o'clock,
responded.
yeah.
Yeah, and I responded because I was
Like-
still up.
Yeah.
I didn't go to bed until like hours after we ended.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
No. So.
Well,
we-
because Ollie stayed. You'll probably meet her today. She stayed, and so I was up talking shit, and then I woke up at like 8 in the morning. I don't know what the fuck.
What? Yeah, because you texted me before. You texted me before I woke up.
Yeah, I mean, I had already been up. I made breakfast for everyone. Like,
Breakfast sounds so nice. I haven't ate like breakfast in so long. Like,
I'm
what is
like-
fucking breakfast?
I'm like a chef in my house, dude. I slave away all day.
You know what's crazy? One thing about being a welder.
Hmm.
I get fucking burns
Burns
all
everywhere.
over. Oh my god.
Yeah.
it's
So all
fucking
your
sick.
clothes
I
have
have them
like
on my fucking
holes in
feet.
them. All your clothes have holes.
No, I wear sleeves and a short
Oh, do you wear
sleeve.
the leather?
No.
You
I
don't
wear
wear
like
leather?
a
Girl.
Lake Tech welding shirt, like a
Mm.
t-shirt. But I have like
You go
these
get
like
Lake Tech with her.
sleeves.
Huh? Yeah, well, no, because my stuff is on site at the animal shelter.
Oh, you're doing the vet tech?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want her to do. Well, she wants to do that too,
Well,
but
I think it's such a fucking cool program. They didn't tell me about it before when I had went in to meet with the advisor. They had just told me about classes on campus. I was like, well, that's kind of lame. Like, I want kind of hands-on.
Yeah.
Because after the 2 years,
But
that's,
it is
like, that's
hands-on.
my-
You can take that without a prerequisite.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's a tech
technical.
program.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and Lake Sumter wanted me to just take like biology.
Well,
classes.
because so Lake Sumter has more of the gear toward becoming a
veterinarian.
veterinarian, the study
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
So
Lake
I'm-
Tech has more of the hand, like a nurse versus a doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, but would have been fine. But you make more money as a vet tech than as a veterinarian, as it is, because
Not
you're putting.
always.
You're right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, thinking small town, it's gonna be really hard for me to open my own practice.
Yep.
It's gonna be way easier and way cheaper for me to just go to school, get the tech, like, certifications, and then.
Yeah,
go
because your
into the
school's
field.
like about what, $4,000 or something like it, and it's
Yeah.
like 750 hours. Give
Yeah.
Or take. Yeah, because my school was like over $6,000, and it's like 1,100 hours.
See,
But I
that's
go to
crazy.
school at night, so I only go to school for like 5.5 hours a day,
Yeah.
Monday through Thursday.
So yeah, but I'll be going Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4.
Yeah, so
I'm
you
like
have
working a
day class.
shift.
You have a day class.
Yeah.
So it's like, because in like 2 weeks I have a summer break. So from June 15th to August 15th, I don't have school. So it's like I can extend my hours of work, but it's like I only get off of work an hour early. Yeah. So it's like I'm not really gaining that many hours.
Yeah. I mean, that shit does add up, though.
So I might go work at like the Krusty Krab at night.
Honestly, though, it's not bad. You get paid an extra $1 if you work at night at the Krusty Krab.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they changed it since I left. And especially the Mount Dora one.
I'm not going to Mount Dora.
Well,
I live in Leesburg.
But the Mount Dora one, they're so nice there. And,
That would be the most horrendous drive.
I'm not gonna lie, like my experience there.
I mean, I
wasn't
could.
bad at all.
I could work at the. I almost said haunted
Especially
house.
night. If you say you want to work at night, they'll hire you immediately.
Like I probably could work at the Mount Dora one at night, but I would
You
like.
live right here, don't you?
No.
You moved?
I live in Leesburg.
Oh, when did you move?
A while ago.
Bro.
I don't live in Grand Island. I've been out of my parents' house for a year and a half.
No, I did not know that.
Yes. I literally just said it earlier. I literally said I escaped my parents' house. You don't think I'm going to escape the plantation?
You did say that. All right. All right, we're going back to that.
Well,
That's what I
if you
said
weren't
it.
a fucking racist, then we wouldn't have to talk about it all the time.
I'm cutting that. We're not.
I'm telling Wendy.
Alright, that clip was getting cut out. I'm not a racist.
But yeah, you just said it.
But
You just said I'm the racist.
I said I'm not a racist. I'm this whole.
You
I
just
am
said
the
you are the
racist.
racist.
Okay.
If you did say that, you gotta leave it in there.
Say what?
If you just a second ago, if you just said I am the racist, you gotta leave that in there.
I never said that.
Okay, but I'm saying
Well,
if you didn't, if you
you have to
did,
leave
you
it.
gotta leave it in there.
No. Wait.
Because we're telling you said it, you're like, oh, no, I didn't. So if you did say it, you gotta leave it in the podcast.
Oh.
Like unedited.
Yeah. I'm not cutting this out.
Okay, that's fine with me.
People know you're messing with me. I hope. I'll say unless someone clips
Oh
it.
yeah, so if everybody listening doesn't know, I am African American, so it's like
Yeah, he's.
I'm half African.
Yeah.
They used to be my like Quizlet Live name and like Kahoot name and
They used to like,
for Jeffrey on.
They used to like take it out.
No, they didn't take it out. They used to use me as an example. As like, see, this is a good, unique one that's not inappropriate. It's not like bend over or my coochie's hair. Stuff like that.
That stuff is so cringy because everyone did the same. You know what I used to do in 9th grade when it wasn't blocked on the Chromebooks yet? I used to do the Kahoot bots, and I used to put a random like Chrome extension. Like I put the code in, and it would spin like 100 bots in the Kahoot game. Funny as shit because you can still play normally, but like when the round starts, it's like all the answers just like immediately pop up, and like the teacher was like, "Who the hell is in this right now?" It'd be like random ass names.
Yeah, no, I'm
Like you know like the auto generated like gamer
Yeah.
tags like that, those kind of names.
Fuzzy Rhino.
Yeah.
Sounds like a stripper name.
It's my stripper name. That's what they
My-
called me in high school.
So now that I've grown my hair out, like if I became a entertainer, like, I'm not gonna call
an
him
exotic
an
dancer.
exotic dancer.
I can see it.
Like I would call myself Cocoa Puff.
Bye. No, ma'am. I
I tell
already have a
everybody
stripper
that.
name.
Like I tell
Stripper
every
nature.
black girl that's like, I want to be a stripper. Like you should be.
Wear
Cocoa
your hair
Puff.
natural and be Cocoa
You should
Puff.
be, you should be Cocoa Puff.
You'll be good.
I go cuckoo for Cocoa Puff.
Exactly.
No, I was like born with a stripper name.
Like
so
think
I'm
about
good
it.
on
Like,
that.
fucking Cardi B was a stripper.
Yeah, you should now look at her.
Exactly. Like think about it.
She played
Cocoa
that
Puff
shit
can
to
take
her.
you far. Like Glorilla, that's a stripper name.
If I heard that shit in the club, I'm telling you right now, I would drop. I would duck and cover. That sounds like it's going to be the scariest bitch that is about to walk up on stage. She's going to shoot daggers at me through her nipples.
Like Austin Powers.
Yes. No. I mean, my name's Crystal with a K.
You know what's crazy?
I can
Like-
put the S as a $sign and I'm good. I'm straight.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm done. I'm done. I just made my stripper.
That's
name.
her Cash App tag.
Yeah.
No, it's not actually. But I should be.
Exactly.
My name on like everything is Yo Daddy and his bitch.
So like charisma's like we came up with the No Booty 95.
Yeah, she changed it.
Yeah, I know.
When Snapchat like lets you change it.
That was it for so long. Like my TikTok is like the infamous African.
Yeah.
Like that's like the nickname. Like you can search up my actual name, but like,
No, I mean my TikTok.
Snapchat
username-
is like African dot.
Dude, my Snapchat username, I made that in middle school, like 6th grade,
I'm emotionally.
and I could not like change it back then. But my friends were like, "Oh, make it like bruh Sam, like with 3 H's." So it was bruh with 3 H's dot Sam. It was the cringiest shit. Cause when people tagged you and stuff, it'd be like bruh.
No, I'm emotionally attached to my Snapchat username.
What is it?
Crazy Chick 06 with a K.
But see, that's fine because it's like it's not like
No, it's fucking
weird.
strange.
It's not like cringy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's not like gamer girl 1 2 3
Yeah.
bar.
I love soccer. 3 2 1.
Hey, while you playing soccer's that sport. I loved soccer growing up.
I played every sport that the Puerto Ricans play. I played baseball, softball, and football.
Foosball.
Football. I played baseball, softball, and football, and then I did volleyball and I did track when I got older.
Oh, you did track in high school?
No, not in high school.
Oh.
Middle school.
I did track in high school.
I
That shit
did-
was so fun.
I did track in middle
Could
school
you
for the county.
imagine? Could you imagine my tall, lanky ass throwing a fucking disc across the field? Nah, it wasn't like a frisbee, but like, and it was so funny because
No,
I broke the fucking school record.
No way.
I swear.
No,
I swear.
because I did cross country, which was fucking awful. I don't know why I taught you.
Oh yeah, Peyton did that too, didn't she? Brett Barbie.
What?
Cross country.
Yeah.
Like if you're on the girls basketball team.
Barbie. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to do like some other sport, something like that.
Yeah, no. Cross country is miserable. It's the worst event that you could do.
Is that it? Do you have any more topics to talk about?
This girl literally just sent me a
Bet.
snap of myself with the dick drawing going in my
Bruh.
mouth.
I like that.
I'm not saving that to my camera roll or anything like that.
What?
You know what somebody asked me? You know what somebody asked me the other day?
What?
They were like, since you're mixed, do you like break any of like black people or white people stereotypes? I was like, what?
What's that mean?
Like, so you know how they're like black people love fried chicken, or
Oh,
like,
so you're like the screenshot in the middle.
yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
mixed, so
Both
it's
buttons at
like,
the same time.
so it's like, you know, white people love deviled eggs or something.
People like
Some shit like.
Wait, I just realized.
macaroni salad.
I just
Yeah,
real-
like,
I
I
just
don't like that
Eat
shit.
that shit the fuck
I
up.
just realized Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I just realized. Well, I mean that is African American.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, because
Bro,
like white people
I
have
have the
Chick-fil-A.
fucking app.
Well, I can't say.
If it wasn't Sunday, I'd be going here after I left.
Oh, it is Sunday. That sounds so good
Yeah.
right now. I just realized
Eligible.
this is the first like actual episode of Boom Bitches.
Oh my god.
So when me and Crystal were in high school, we had a TV class, and we tried so hard to create a podcast, but it just would not flow. Like it would
was
not
because
flow.
I think it was the setting, and there were so many people in and out all the time.
I know. We were trying to make a podcast, and we called it Boom Bitches, and we were just there like talking anything. And it just never worked out. Like we had like 5 minutes recorded, we never like did anything with it.
Yeah.
But this is now our
We
first
talked
episode of
about
Boom
Travis
Bitches.
Scott for like 4 hours.
No,
Yeah.
like literally every time we sat down to record, we talked about Travis Scott and his concert.
Well, because it was like it was
Oh,
a
yeah, there's,
trending
like, that
topic
hot
at the
trending-
time.
Yeah.
that was a big thing then. Yeah.
Not Travis Scott.
That was crazy. Anyways, what else we got to talk about? What other topic?
Talking about.
I know a lot
Like
of people
pub-
that
like-
hate me and Zen hate everyone.
Like publicly or like
Like, yeah, like,
famous?
yeah.
Who do people hate?
Well, now he's famous.
Who do people hate now?
You know, Top G.
Oh, Top G. We talked about him. He was in one of our the podcast with Logan and it.
Yeah,
we
the
talked about
Logan
him.
and Charisma.
Yeah, you would know.
I was listening to it last week.
Hey,
Or earlier
Charisma
this
was in
week.
both podcasts. I forgot about that.
Huh?
I forgot about Charisma was in both podcasts. Charisma. She was in 2 podcasts.
She's in the one How to Get Riz
And then she's in the
and the
sex
Andrew Tate.
on Andrew Tate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't he like? Didn't he like get arrested?
Yeah, and he like
But he's out
took
now.
steroids or something like
I
that
don't
in
know.
prison or whatever.
They like prove
He's,
that
like,
he
looks more buff.
But like, didn't they like prove that he actually did like sex traffic?
I think so.
I think yeah. Because I remember seeing him in like 2016. I remember seeing like his ads on YouTube, like buying his like class or whatever.
Oh,
the Hustlers
the
University.
Hustlers University.
I remember like seeing his like videos in like 2016, like his ads before the YouTube video. And then I saw him like pop up last year on like going viral. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
like, you know, one thing that I think like nobody really thinks about, like, this is one of the only things I agree with when it comes to him, is like, make money how you can.
yeah.
Like,
Well, there are definitely good
like,
points he
there's-
makes.
yes,
but
there's
his
different-
beliefs.
like, he's a genius when it comes to marketing
and business.
and business. Don't get me wrong. Like,
But his beliefs with like
correct.
women and stuff.
Some of the stuff
are
he
not.
says probably should be kept to himself.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. He is not a respectable person.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that. He played this whole thing to his advantage times a million.
Correct.
He did that shit because when you really like listen to what he's saying, and then afterwards you can like go and like watch more interviews with him, he really does not give a shit about any of the stuff that he talks about.
No.
He made this like character that hates everything and oh, women are stupid.
But he's not that person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes, he did play to his advantage, but at what cost? At the cost of
Yeah.
your reputation.
But I think at that point, when you're already
likability.
rich like that, your reputation doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, because, I mean, I guess any publicity is good publicity.
Correct. Correct. That is
Because
that is a valid.
he was on like what, Fox News, like he got more publicity from that.
Yeah, because
People
if
hate
you
him.
look
Yeah.
at like when you see him across TikTok or see him across this, see him across
Yeah.
that, they're not his channels.
I know.
So
They're
the
everyone
fact
else.
that-
he's making money off of it.
No, he's not even necessarily making the money himself. He's getting everybody else more views and
Yeah.
more followers and more.
reposts and stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because the fact that somebody can go, let's say we're talking about something on this podcast.
Yeah.
Somebody can go into this podcast
Yeah.
and edit something that we said at different moments of the podcast and put it into a sentence to make it something hateful.
Yeah.
Or they can make it sound good.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
Or
what's scary.
Or they can just like clip any part of it and post it,
Mhm.
and then they make money off of our
Correct.
clip. However, that's not a bad thing because then we get
Because people are always going to be interested. Where's the part 2? Where
Right,
did that
right,
come
right.
from?
Yeah.
Who
because
who
people
said
on
that?
TikTok, like not to spiral into a different conversation, but people on TikTok like screen record YouTube videos.
Or
and
like
then
the
post it on
movie
TikTok,
scenes,
right.
like movie scenes where it's like you're watching a show or
I've
a movie,
watched
and then you
movies.
swipe to their account and they're getting profile views,
Right.
and then you're sitting giving them more views because you want to watch the
Right.
next
I've watched
part.
full
But-
movies.
Yeah.
Correct. I have
Yeah.
as
And
well.
like every episode of like House, like the
The
doctor
TikTok
show.
Lives, I saw Spider-Man through this across the Spider-Verse on TikTok Live,
Yeah.
like 2 days ago. But yeah, people just. I mean, I guess it like you get more people know about you more. Like you spread.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're watching that one episode, yeah, we saw the whole episode this time. But what happens? Oh, like I want more content from these people. Like they're funny, or they are interesting,
more
or they
engaging.
have.
Like there's
common
this one dude.
interests.
I'm pretty sure you got him on your TikTok. Dude's fucking hilarious. I don't know what his name, like his TikTok name is, but I'll look it up in a minute. But a Spanish dude. His name's they call him Fefito.
I don't know what you're
Oh
talking
my
about.
god! I off the podcast I'll show you, but he does like a lot of Dominican skits. I'm not Dominican, but it's like as I'm watching, it's like this is fucking funny. And there's another guy who does it with him. His name is Will, and he does the Daddy Chill like
Oh
that
my
stuff.
God.
But like he does like
Yeah.
the girl like
Mhm.
voices, and it's like they're hilarious. They're fucking hilarious. And the first one I ever saw of him when I became a fan of him was he was doing a JROTC skit. And he's like,
I think I know what
he's
you're
like,
talking
I
about.
in the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
JROTC,
Yes,
my
yes.
friend.
I think I
like,
know what you're
that
talking
shit.
about.
I think I sent
I
it to
think I know
you.
what you're talking about.
That shit was
Is it the
fucking
same guy who
hilarious.
did with the puppets, like the puppet, like it's like a Mexican puppet and a white puppet.
No. This is him. Like,
Okay.
I'll look.
No,
at
because there's like a different skit where like they're puppets talking, like have a conversation like puppets.
Yeah, I
And
know
like
some-
you know what I'm talking about? You seen that video?
his name's like Parcha King
Wait,
or something
Cookout.
like that.
Where's Cookout at? Do we have
North
a-
Carolina.
Oh, he's in North Carolina.
Oh, they're all up north. Are you talking about the restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, Cookouts are so
I know.
good.
I love Cookout, but why is Tanner have Cookout? He's not in.
It's probably out
Let
of
me
the
ask
state.
him.
He's probably on vacation. That boy's always on
Look,
vacation.
look.
Hey, I'm on.
You'll probably be able to hear it, but like the
thought
audience.
he
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your service.
You're welcome, my friend.
Oh, I
No,
have.
just listen.
one.
Just listen.
Stolen Valley.
No, in the
The
JROTC, my friend. And I'm proud to be
This shit's so
an
funny.
You need to take off the jacket right now.
For why?
Because it's Stolen Valley.
Okay, fine. Whatever. You happy
This is
now?
ROTC kids though.
Bethel, what are you wearing?
White socks,
I'm
colored
daddy,
black.
okay? Don't know what to say.
I don't know what to
I
say.
wear these shoes every
I
day.
wear these shoes every day. JROTC is not the military.
Then why did they give me a gun, okay?
See, that's the funniest part because it's like you got to think of like all these band kids with guns. Like that's just perfect
Yeah,
representation.
how the hell can they have like guns even now? Like a color guard at school now? That's crazy.
I mean, they're replicas.
I know, but
But
like,
it's
Well,
like, yeah, I
well,
like I
what
said,
you
it's
guys don't know.
oh yeah, but if
is
a random
that,
kid
like,
walks in with a replica gun,
what you guys don't know is there's like like big schools, like some of the ones in Orlando, they have like saber teams and marksmanship teams where they're actually going with
I
rifles.
was gonna say, don't they use actual guns? Because
Yeah.
they shoot them
They're like
in the sky.
certain
duds.
rifle guns.
Yeah.
No. That's skeet. You're talking about where they throw the thing and they shoot it
no,
down.
but there are like RTC. Aren't there RTC groups that do like shoot like duds in the sky, like actual like?
Like the 21 gun salute.
Yeah.
No. That's actual military. I'm pretty sure there might be a few ROTC, but it's like
like people who do reenactments.
Yeah.
those shits are actually pretty cool.
Have you seen those like war reenactments? Like people actually like.
That's what I'm talking
war?
about.
People like
That-
actually
no.
like fighting like in the field.
There was
That's
one.
so
They
embarrassing.
go in the field and like.
There was
like,
one
please.
that I seen. I think it was on Criminal Minds or one of those shows like
Yeah.
that. Where there's like, oh yeah, we were doing a Warren reenactment, but it was like they're actually dead, or I seen it on TikTok. It was like a news
Yeah.
interview.
But you know what you know those TikToks that are like the ADHD TikToks.
No.
That it's like half the screen is
And
like
then
I'm
the
playing
subway
with
The screen and then it's like a
line.
game.
Yeah.
That the money that those people are making off of those videos, because I am your number one supporter, bitch. I cannot focus
I
on
should do that with our
anything.
TikTok, like keeping up with the Highlands TikTok. I should like make slime videos and then put the clip of us talking.
The
I'm gonna
5-minute
do that.
crafts at the bottom.
Yeah.
Those are the
I'm
best
gonna do
ones.
that. I'm gonna do that.
I
I
can't
have
focus on
clips.
anything ever, and you know what? That's like where it's at. That's how you do publicity. That's how you make money.
'Cause I have
Yeah.
clips on my.
I'm gonna be a
TikTok.
special guest on. I'm not even gonna be a special guest. I'm just gonna be like a guest on Keeping Up with the Highlands, like
I
once a month.
I have clips on my TikTok, but it's literally just images of like the screenshots. So I should add like.
Yeah, like so. My birthday is on a Saturday, so we
Yeah.
could do the podcast on my birthday.
You wanna do a podcast?
Oh, yeah, we'll do a birthday podcast.
You have to do the captions over like a gameplay,
Yeah, the caption.
like Fall Guys gameplay.
Yeah.
And you're like the captions
Or like
over the
Oh,
screen.
yeah.
the GTA like.
The Minecraft ones where you
Yeah.
just jump in circles.
Oh,
And
Oh,
you're
and the
like
Reddit stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, I get this one guy. It's not even on TikTok. Like sometimes I'll go on like YouTube and it just automatically pops up YouTube Shorts, and it's like this one guy
hate
playing
that.
Warzone, but he has like a voice changer on his mic to where he's
Yes.
like a 6-year-old.
Yes.
I forget. His name's like Slater or
Yeah.
something like that.
I've
But
seen
sometimes
that.
I just sit there and watch him.
Yeah.
It's like so funny. It's like,
Well,
Mom, can you cook me some pizza rolls? Or some
Yes,
shit
I
like
know
that.
that one.
Like it's
The
always how it
reels are
starts.
so okay. So like the whole like the shorts. So like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok. They're all like
All the same.
no, but like they're like different content. Like
Yeah.
Instagram Reels are like deep fried videos. And they're really funny. YouTube Shorts are like informative. Like either
Like,
it's either
it's, like, quick
gameplay
news.
or it's like news or like
Yeah.
informative stuff. And then like TikTok is your TikTok trends.
TikTok is like its own separate
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
But like Reels, I watch Reels sometimes because they're like funny, like deep fried videos. Like those are funny. Like I don't know.
But it's like, no matter what, like, you know who's really killing it? Like, what's insane to me?
Who?
It's fucking Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
And he still has haters.
Yeah.
And you know what? I will always go into 7-Eleven and grab one of those like Mr.
I
Beast-
got one.
Beast-
I got one last week.
I
It
got the
was so-
fucking D's
You know
Nuts
they-
one.
I got the D's
That
Nuts
shit's
one.
so good.
You know they
D's
sell
Nuts
them at Walmart too.
Yeah.
Do they really?
They were
I,
smaller
my
than I
boyfriend
thought
works
they
at
were.
7-Eleven, so I am always there.
Yeah.
I'm like stocked.
Yeah, they sell
They're
them at
so
Walmart.
Good.
They
The
started
ones
at
The
Walmart.
ones at 7-Eleven are like small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
The one
Walmart has the full
Yeah.
size.
See, I like the
Because
little baby
little
ones.
are
I don't
perfect.
really. Yeah, I don't.
Perfect size.
Well, not even just
I don't
that.
love
Like,
candy.
had I had the money, bro, we could have just DoorDashed Mr. Beast burger.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
that's
that
so
shit
great.
is so good.
Mr. Beast Burger is so.
I've never
so
tried
good.
it. I've
I
never
love
tried it. I've never been
They have one.
roped into
So what I
it.
do, they have the ghost kitchens at Perkins.
Yeah,
Pandora.
that's what it is.
And so it's honestly it's like way cheaper just to pick it up. So I pick it up like through the DoorDash app, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even getting like cap. Like I like smash burgers.
So you know
Smash
who's?
burgers are so
It's
good.
like. This is gonna sound crazy, but it's even better than this. It's like, cause I just had a Sonic burger for like the first time in
I never
so
had Sonic
long.
like food.
I don't really either, but
I've
like
had
that's what I'm
slushies.
saying.
Not the
I
food.
can't.
I did
have
as a kid.
celiac disease,
What is that?
so I can't eat gluten at all.
But
Like
you
the
had
greasy?
everything.
Oh,
So yeah, I can't digest gluten, so it's really hard for me to find places that I can eat. But the thing is, Mr. Beast Burger has a gluten-free bun, and I've just never been roped into it because I'm like, I don't want to spend that money.
yeah, because you can only order it on DoorDash
Yeah,
or
I
Uber
have
Eats,
Dash
whatever it
Pass,
is.
but it's also not covered by Dash Pass.
No.
Not.
No,
That's why I pick it up.
that's
No.
stupid. Know
But
your market.
But it's
Because
genius.
it's like $6.
It's genius.
It
It's
is.
$6 to deliver, so I always just pick it up because I'm not.
Yeah, no, the delivery fee is $4.99.
Yeah.
You're crazy. My burger is already like $12.
Yeah.
I can just order off DoorDash and pick it up.
Yeah, you can do
Myself?
it. Instead of
So,
hitting,
like-
instead of hitting delivery, you can hit pickup.
Look,
I didn't even know
Like
that.
if you go to like, if it says like what restaurant, you can do it. But it'll say like, do you want to pick it up or deliver it?
I didn't
so,
know
like,
that.
there's also like the subcategories over here. Where is it? Yeah, like right here. It says pickup.
Yeah.
And these are all the restaurants that offer
Yeah.
pickup.
But you can also like search the restaurant.
Does Beast Burger have that?
Yeah,
Does it?
I did it.
Oh. I tried it for the first time,
'Cause
like
you
when
can
it
search
first
the
came
restaurant
out.
and then hit.
When it
pickup.
first came out, I got
did
it in
So
in
they didn't
Atlanta.
have it. I got it in Orlando.
I got it in Atlanta.
So I mean,
Yeah.
if you search the restaurant, you can switch them up here too.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
And the prices are a little bit different depending on like, and some restaurants have like incentives if you pick up. Like if
Yeah.
you pick up, you get like a discount.
Or you can get. So I know with Dash Pass, they give you a percentage.
They give
back.
you they give you like 5% dash like into
Dash
your
cash.
dash credit. Yeah.
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 How much is the Dash Pass?
It's like $10 a month.
But I got
Yeah,
mine for free.
I use DoorDash a lot. Though.
I don't use it a lot.
I get
so-
mine free because I dash. They gave me mine for free.
Really?
Yeah.
So I mean, I Uber Eats. So I have like the Uber Eats. It's like a
Uber One.
priority.
I get so
It's like priority delivery. Also, I get like once a month I'll get like free rides on Uber.
yeah. Oh, because you deliver with DoorDash or
I
Uber-
deliver
Uber
with
Eats?
Uber Eats.
So they give me sometimes every month is different. Sometimes they give me free dash pass and sometimes they give me half off.
So do
Dash
you
Pass.
actually like make money with Uber?
Yes. Okay.
So by when I say make money though,
I have my
I
DoorDash
mean
bag
so
right there.
like after you pay for gas, any maintenance.
That's what I was
you
just
drive
gonna
people?
say. No,
Oh, you
I
do the eats.
I only do Eats. Well, only because I'm a very
I'm
I'm
a-
not
I'm
an
a DoorDash.
intimidating person. I'm a small girl. I'm not trying to risk my life and my safety for that. My mom used to drive for Uber, and she ended up in a really bad situation. A guy pulled her hair and held a gun to her head. It was a whole thing. So obviously from that, I'm not going to do that. But I do the Uber Eats thing, and my car is really good on gas. I get 45 miles to the gallon.
What the
because
fuck
it's
do you drive?
It's a hybrid.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
it runs on a lithium battery and my gas. It's a 2020 Honda HR-V. Honda's already good on gas. Plus I got the lithium battery. It's a really great
Yeah.
car for what I do.
Yeah.
So I mean, with my like day job, and then plus the Uber, I'm bringing in like weekly around like anywhere from $900 to $1,000. If I'm doing Uber Eats like the way that I want to be. So I have
So
to
you
work
do it like
consistently.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you do for
The
your
thing
day
is-
job though?
I work at a spa. I'm an assistant. I'm my
Okay.
boss's assistant. So I like run the spa. I get paid like I don't get paid a lot. I get paid like $15 an hour, 15.50.
And then, but you get like tips and stuff.
But I
too,
get
right?
my commissions, my tips, incentives, anything like that. If I go on an off day just to clean or anything like that, or if I work any overtime, I get time and 3/4 instead of time and a half because I'm her assistant.
Damn.
Yeah. So I mean, it works well. I make really nice money off of both things, and also Uber Eats. Me and my boyfriend like to make a date out of that. Like we'll go
With your-
and like whatever restaurant we end on, we spend all of the money that we made on Uber Eats for that
Yeah.
day, eating at that restaurant.
So when with your
Imagine they end off at like Ruth Chris or
Yeah.
like a Longhorn.
with your Uber Eats, can you just DoorDash whenever or
I
whenever?
can go online whenever. Like I can
See-
click that button right now
Yeah.
and just wait for me
With-
to get an order, and then we
with
can
my
go out and
DoorDash,
go
I can
deliver.
only get on there if it's busy, which is annoying because it's not always busy in Eldora or East
Yeah.
Coast.
That's another thing with Uber Eats. I can pick my radius.
You know where you should go? Claremont.
Orlando.
When I went to school
Orlando.
in Sanford and Lake Mary, all the rich people live there, and so in between classes, I would DoorDash in between classes, and I would get hella tips.
See, I mean,
And in
even
Orlando too. When I was at the weekend at my brother's house, I had a date like where I was doing nothing because I was house sitting. The entire day, I made like $20 an hour. Just like dashing
I mean,
in the same area.
even around here, like this area, I can, if I stay in the right areas, rather, so like Mount Dora, and like deep Leesburg, like where all those like country, like deep Leesburg, I can.
Going toward Wildwood.
Yeah, so like I can
the South Leesburg.
whatever. I don't know the fucking directions. Do I have a fucking compass in my head? No, bitch, leave me alone.
This is gonna be the longest podcast ever. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I know,
fine.
because we just keep
I know,
talking.
That's good though. It's good though.
So while we're talking about that, let's take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, Blue Chew.
Honey. no, Honey is
Hey.
a sponsored podcast.
Oh,
Podcast. Who sponsors
the
podcast? Blue Chew sponsors
Blue
podcast.
Chew.
Who else sponsors podcast?
the Rhino 6ix9ine.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so crazy because if you look at my
Liquid
story,
IV?
Liquid IV.
look at my
Dr.
look at my-
Sasquatch.
Look at
Yeah.
my Snapchat story. So I went in this
Blue
gas-
Chew. Blue Chew sponsors every podcast.
like Two Turn Tony. That's my dog.
Who?
Two Turn
I don't know
Tony.
who it is. Do I know- I
That's the
think
guy
I
with the
do.
duck?
You know, yes.
You know the guy
with the
with
G.
the duck, yeah.
And Ski Mask Girl and
There was beef.
Two Turn Tony.
There's
Ski Mask
beef.
Girl is with Mike Malak.
Is he really?
They fucking yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
There's beef. She don't like him no more.
Who?
No,
Ski
because she had
Mask
her own content.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But like, I was in the gas station earlier, and they had like this, fucking pill, and I was like, why is she burning?
Oh my god.
There's like a whole rack of it.
Dude, I like follow that shit way too much. Like Mike Malak. The fact that he's like, famous now because of Logan is crazy.
Yeah. Remember when they did the Sidemen Tinder with like
Yeah.
half of them were like porn stars?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm like 38.
You know who I watch now is Gideon. You watch
Gideon. He's so funny.
He's so funny. I watch his because he doesn't really post on his main channel anymore, but his premium channel where he just like reacts to videos. That shit is so funny. Like I put that on like when I'm just like doing something, like I'm working or something.
Did you see the one where he reacted to what's the one dude?
The
Lil
EDP?
Mabu.
No.
He was like, so Lil Mabu is like the New York trill rapper, and he
No.
was
You
like,
don't know. Yes, you do.
yeah, you do.
Yes, you do. That.
I can never snitch. Like that's
No,
one of
not
his songs.
Not that.
But there's
so I
another-
blew her back out and I
The left or red, don't let
Yeah,
that
yeah,
go
yeah.
over your head.
Yeah.
Well,
that-
earlier in the song, he was like something, and he's like, "Can't be messing with these fleas." And then Gideon was like, he wanted to say niggas. And Gideon like paused it.
Oh wait,
No, he wanted to
I
say
do remember
niggas.
that. I did see that. I did see
Yeah.
that. I did see that. No, because I watched his like reactions to like the Wired stuff where it's like the one where like to push the button like the date to stop the date.
Yeah,
I watched those because he reacts to those. And those are so funny. He's so funny.
yeah, and it was like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he did one where he reacted to like the EDP like catches. Those are funny. And then he did his own EDP like catch.
Did you know that the Sidemen did like 20-1, and he was on it?
Really?
Like 20 girls versus Gideon, and he was like talking to him.
I don't remember. I didn't know
they
that.
had a video. There's like him, Kai Sinat.
I love Kai.
Kai is so
Kai's so
funny.
Oh
funny.
my god, he's so fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kai and Duke Dennis when they're in the room together
Isn't
is
there
just
beef
like
with?
laughing.
Isn't there beef with iShore Speed? Because didn't he like with David Dobrik? Didn't he like scam them? Like he didn't actually give them Teslas. You know how they're giving Teslas away?
No, I don't know.
Oh, they were giving like Teslas away like 3 weeks ago, but no one ever came out and said they got a Tesla. I mean, no one said they didn't get a Tesla, but no one also said they did get a Tesla.
I don't think people are gonna publicly be like,
They
I
might.
got a Tesla
I don't
from
know.
David Dobrik.
Free.
I don't know.
For
People,
free.
Also, David Dobrik is a controversial subject.
I know. That's why people are like trying to talk about it now. Like, did they scam them? Because no one's talking about it. But
Well then, I mean, I feel like if it's like a topic right now, no one's gonna say anything for a while because they want
yeah.
like what we were saying before, they want that
Yeah.
interest. They want people to start going onto their page.
Like when Mr. Beast posted that thing on his story, it was like, it's my birthday and I'm giving out like $50,000 to people who reshare. Did you see how many people
Everybody
reshared?
and they mama.
There was like
reposted that
50
everybody-
million reshares on
No.
on Instagram. So I was listening
You didn't
to
do that? Like I put it on their story.
yeah.
No,
I even
I
put it on
wouldn't.
my story, and I don't fucking post on Instagram.
I put it on my story too. Just
go on
cause.
Instagram. I never go on Instagram.
Dude, everybody's story for the next 24 hours was just Mr. Beast. Everybody.
So
The only
I was
time I go on
everybody.
Instagram is to look people up.
This was like what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
yeah.
Everybody.
So Mr. Beast, I listened to a podcast the other day. Like after I finished listening to
I
all
gotta find the
y'all's.
post.
After I listened to all y'all's, I listened to some of the Noke Boys podcasts. Like some of their more like legit ones of like listening to Mr. Beast, or like they did one with, you guys won't know who he is, but his name's Chad Ochocinco. And he has like, they have like real good points. Like they're not like dicks. Like
Yeah.
they're actually legitimate, cool people. And Mr. Beast was like, yeah, we did like videos with like people who were trending, like Topher and the Corn Kid.
Yeah,
and,
Mr.
like,
Beast TikTok
and
is
Mr.
literally
Beast
just-
is the most like, he had the like most viewed like 1, 2, and 3 TikToks.
Really?
Yes,
Mr.
because
Beast?
you got to think he has 1/3 of the United States population subscribed to him. He has 120 million subscribers.
Yeah. Well, and
that's not even- that's one
just
channel.
one channel because he
That's
also
one
has
channel.
like he also has Mr. Beast in Spanish and
Yep.
Portugal and all these different languages. He dubs his videos.
Yep.
He's so smart. And then like his gaming channel, and then the gaming
The
channels are
reacts,
dubs. The
the
reacts and the
philosophy.
reacts are dubs.
Yep.
Like they're all dubbed, and he's like so many channels.
You know, okay, not to like change the subject too much.
That was a post. Let me find
But,
the actual post.
People that have been doing YouTube forever, like
Like DDG.
Smosh,
Yeah.
Smosh, Good Mythical
Yeah.
Morning, like all those like
Wolfie
classic
Raps.
channels that everyone wants.
You remember Wolfie Raps?
Stop. But they've been on forever. And
Or
they're
what's his
just
name?
thinking-
What's his name? Welcome to Film Theory or Game
Oh my
Theory.
God.
I don't-
Matt Pat. Matt Pat.
Oh,
Matt Pat.
yeah.
That was my
yeah.
dog.
But yeah, like I was, because I still watch Good Mythical Morning to this day.
Yeah.
And
I feel like you also watch like Jenna Marbles and
no, I rarely, I only.
James Charles. Hey
Jeffree
sisters.
Star. That was just an era of YouTube.
I missed like 2016 to 2018
And
YouTube.
not like in
Isn't
addition.
Jeffree
Isn't
Star like
like
a murderer or something? I don't know. I just.
No.
isn't he transitioning? James Charles.
No, but he got BBL. But people.
And
are
like
starting-
facial surgery, I saw
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
But people are starting to stand Jeffree Star.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, but what
They're
I'm
starting
saying,
to scam.
Stan. It's like Stan. Like.
Oh, yeah.
Like be with him.
I just like I was watching Good Mythical Morning and they were like, you know, talking up their merch and all this stuff, and they have so many subscribers, and they have so many channels and so a podcast, and then their whole merch website. Everything on that website is like
60 to 80 bucks.
35 to 60, and then like
Influencers
you
make
can
so much
subscribe.
money from their merch.
They have like a messaging service where
Yep.
you subscribe, and there's like different tiers. There's members. You get certain merch if you're on different tiers. You get access to certain events.
It's like
Yep.
OnlyFans almost.
It literally is, and I was like, dude, they have studios upon studios,
So if
and
you
then
like,
they daily vlog, and they're
so
like actual life.
so when you get a chance, listen to it. Like the Nelk Boys and Mr. Beast, like he explains, like they're like, oh, how much did Squid Games video cost? $3 million.
No,
How long?
4 million. They
4
budgeted
million.
for
Yep.
2 million.
They budgeted it for 2, and it. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
And they were like, also, how long did it take you to make? Oh, it takes us usually like 4 to 6 months to film a video.
Yeah.
So he posts a video every month.
Yeah.
So that means he's working on different videos all the time.
That's so.
Like
cool.
he
Plus,
just
like,
released
the
a video.
production and
Yep.
the editing and all that.
Yep.
I just like I remember the first Mr. Beast video that I saw was like paying for a car in pennies.
Mine.
Oh, yeah.
My
And-
first
Or
one
like
was-
paying for a Lamborghini and $1 bills, or
Yes.
homeless paying for a Lamborghini or something like that.
But then like that whole all these concepts like drive me nuts because like
He has a whole list
The
of
first
them
video I
that he
saw-
hasn't even touched yet.
The first video I saw was giving my millionth or 10 million subscriber like 10 million cookies, and it was like those like like the cookie cereal.
Yeah,
So he gave me like a bunch of those, like 10 million cookies.
I seen one where it's like
So the
I
fact
seen the
that
one
I
where it's
subscribed
like
to him when he was
giving my
10 million.
40th million subscriber 40 cars.
I do
and,
remember
like
that.
was my first
That's
one,
when they
but
had,
like
that's when he like filled the parking lot with cars, right?
yeah,
Damn.
his
man.
his like house
Yeah.
parking lot. Yeah,
that's
It's like
so.
a
and he
the
was
free
like,
car
oh,
lot.
call like 40 of your friends to come get a
Yeah.
free car, and you just keep the Tesla
Yeah.
if you can get rid of all the cars.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Or it's like last to take your hand off $1 million. Like
Yeah.
those are like this one thing I like about
The
Mr.
age
Beast because it's
ones?
like Because it's
The one he
like,
just posted.
yeah, like where it's like
1 to 100. How the
100.
fuck did you get that many people?
Yeah.
How did you find that many
Yeah.
people?
Or it's
that
like
are
100
willing?
kids versus 100 adults.
Yeah.
So do y'all follow Ryan Traham? You know Ryan Traham, the guy who did the Penny series last year.
I know who you're talking about.
So-
where he like traded from a penny to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a
So
Tesla or something.
he's so funny, and so he just posted a video that was like filming my first Mr. Beast video, and he was like he was like, oh, I'm gonna do Mr. Beast style video. He's like, I'm gonna go in a field and paint a circle, and then find people on the street to be in it, but. Finding people, he could not find anyone.
No.
Like he was like, "You want to be in a Mr. Beast video?" And they're like, "Oh no, I'm okay." So I don't know how Mr. Beast.
Casting.
I don't know
They
how.
pay for casting.
Yeah.
They had to like a
In
talent
a way, it's
acquisition.
not even just that either. Like, think about it. If you have 100 million subscribers,
Yeah.
and you can somehow
160.
get in contact
With any of them.
with any of them,
Yeah.
oh, they'll be all over it.
Yeah.
They'll be all over it.
Well, I mean,
because
if
they
I-
see.
think about it, if you
Because
were
if you
asked to be in a
lose,
Mr. Beast
because if
video-
you lose, you don't lose. That's the crazy thing. If you lose, you don't lose
You walk
because
out with
you
a
still
$1,000
walk out with
Yeah,
at least $1,000.
Yeah, he's like, oh, here's $10,000 for losing.
Oh, if you want to get out of the circle, you could. If you can swing and touch this Tesla, you can win the Tesla, but you're out. Okay, I got a fucking Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even
That's
need the
probably
Tesla.
what I'm
I don't
gonna
even
buy
need the
with the money.
Tesla. I don't even need the Tesla. I'm gonna just sell it and have the
Yeah,
money.
right.
It's a fucking brand new Tesla.
Right.
Yeah, no. Like, all of his concepts are just crazy to me.
Yeah. Or it's like sitting a bowl of milk for like as long as you can.
And,
yeah.
and
When
they
you
have
got buried
people in there for
alive.
like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like they're in a
Well, if you
way,
know the
I
video-
feel like they let them get out to use the bathroom because that's just disgusting.
The guy who like they built a house for him, and they had to, like stay in that house for like
Oh, he said had to stay in the house for like 100 days.
no stay in the house for as long as he could, something like that.
No, it was like 100 days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
And they ended up like tearing the house down, like half the house out.
Yeah, they took like an excavator and like demolished half the house, and he's still living in there. And it's like his daughter's birthday or whatever.
And it's so crazy because during the challenge, he's also filming the Willy Wonka because he
Yeah.
came into the view with Willy Wonka.
See, that's just like.
That was a crazy video too.
But he
But I
released
just,
it after the
Just
fact.
like really think about like, if you were asked to be in a Mr. Beast video, I know we probably wouldn't like just like no, I'm good.
So he
Like you
recently-
wouldn't pass that up.
He put something on his story that was like, "Do you want to be in a Mr. Beast video?" Because he said he needs like 1,000 people to be in a video, and so he put something on the story like sign up for it. So I low-key signed up for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you see, like that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Is like he has so many people that are willing to go because they know that the end result is either you win
You could say you were in the video.
XYZ amount of money, or you're gonna gain the followers if he talks to you on camera. Because he's gonna put your usernames or whatever up on the screen.
He rarely does that. And there's
But I
a
mean, like,
reason for it.
But your name is up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
If you're, you go in there. Even if one person thinks you're cute or you have potential, you just gained 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
Now you have your own audience and build on that. So that's what people are.
And that's
like,
why a lot of
That's happened with
his people like go and like will be on his channel, then they go start their own thing.
Like Jake.
Yeah.
But they don't ever talk bad about him.
Like Jake.
They say, yeah, there's a few things that like I didn't,
Yeah.
but they won't really name
Yeah.
them except for the one guy. There was one
That
guy
was
who
Jake.
was like,
Wasn't it
no,
Jake?
not Jake the Viking. There was another guy.
Oh,
That was, like, bad mouth.
But do you remember? So did you hear about the story about Chandler? So Chandler was like
How he got
Chan-
baptized
was
and stuff after Chris, like, transition?
No, he was like
He's a janitor.
no, he was a janitor for Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
But he was like put in like one of the challenge videos, and everyone in the comments was like, "We need more Chandler."
Yeah.
So now he's like part of the group. That was crazy.
If
Now,
And in a
anyone
way-
likes you,
now everyone's saying like
In a
Chandler's
way,
the last real one.
I've seen some
Wait, can we-
I've seen like theories of like about Chris.
Do we want to hop on the Chris topic? Are we talk about that? You know about that?
Are you comfortable with
I
that?
kind of do. I kind of know.
Should we
Like
talk
in
about
my
that? Should
own
we
way, I
talk about
have
that, or is
like
that
my own
controversial?
views and theories, but like I seen this one theory that I thought made a lot of sense, but in a way I was like, I don't know how to feel about it. There was a theory that said Chris transitioned because now being LGBTQ is such a big thing for people because of, people coming out, a Pride Month,
Yeah.
reaching that audience.
Yeah.
And it like, if you're friendly to that audience, it's like, you got it. You just,
That
cool.
you've hit all
You're
the
not getting canceled. You're not going to get canceled.
Yeah.
So they feel like, okay, well, Mr. Beast isn't going to transition because that's like,
Yeah.
it's not as comfortable with
So you
your
think they
kids
did- so you
watching
think
it.
they did
He's
that?
the
You
main.
think they did that?
In a way, I feel like it was like, all right,
I'm not gonna lie. though,
Tariq, because Tariq's behind the camera, so it's either Chandler,
Yeah.
Chris, or Carl.
Yeah.
And everybody thought it was going to be Carl.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody
The Carl
thought it was,
effect.
or they thought Carl was gay. Let's be real. But
Yeah.
Carl, in a way, I don't know what Carl's. I don't care what
Yeah,
Carl is.
yeah.
So it's like when it came down to it, like who was it going to be? Well, Chandler got married and baptized
Yeah.
right after Chris. I was like, damn, that's a top G move right there.
Yeah. So I think I understand why people are mad because like it came out of nowhere. Like there are videos of or Chris, like early on, like when Mr. Beast 6000 was a thing, and
Yeah.
like, him like making fun of trans
Correct.
people. And so now everyone's like,
Okay.
this doesn't make sense. Like
Now, I really think about that though, because like we were saying before, all of these videos are filmed so far in advance. We have no idea what these people are going through in their daily lives. We don't know if he's been battling that forever, or it could totally be a setup to be reaching a certain audience. But
Because, and the way why we say that is because it was so sudden.
yeah,
and he has
well,
a wife.
I completely
he has a wife and a kid.
Because he had a wife and a kid.
But-
and he, like, loved that wife and kid.
Yeah.
Also, what I'm like thinking here is like, I don't know how to put this in a way that's not.
He had a
gonna get,
reverse
like,
Freddie
me
Mercury.
canceled.
Like, I'm sure you're familiar with, like, rock music
Yeah.
and stuff. So you know what I mean. I don't know. And the only reason I know about it is because of my fiance. She loves Queen. She loves Queen. A huge Freddie Mercury fan. Freddie Mercury, Duff, Slash. Like, she loves them all. Like, and
Okay,
she was,
slay.
and she, yeah.
It's cunt as fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she was, and I'll tell her you said it. And she was telling me, like, yeah, like, Freddie Mercury was, but back then, like, it wasn't really allowed to be
Yeah,
gay.
right.
And he was gay,
Right.
but he had a girlfriend,
Yeah.
and he loved her, Mary, and he loved his girlfriend, but he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's kind of how the Chris situation is.
That's
like,
what
he
I was
probably
gonna say.
does love
Yeah.
his wife and his
Yeah.
kid, but at the same time, you know, that's his
Yeah.
life. That's his decision.
But more of what I was gonna say was just like, a lot of people will like badmouth the community that they're a part of. Like, I can sit here and be like, gay is so stupid all day long, and secretly I'm battling this like feud in my mind.
It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah. To like, I mean, if that's what you're brought up around, that's all you know, then like it's a hard thing to, especially when you've made a personality.
Yeah.
Like a very public personality, it's a hard thing to just be like, I'm gonna
not
tell
this.
you early on in my journey, or I'm gonna tell you after it happens, so that it's more of like it happened and now I can't change anything about
Yeah.
it. So you can't have those doubts during your transition or whatever you're trying to go through, or your coming out process. So it could also just be that.
Yeah. And like I said, we will never know unless he says it, and that's honestly, you know, yeah, that's honestly his thing for him to say.
I don't care.
And it's great that Mr. Beast
Right.
obviously still supports him and still is a friend. Like, that shows
But
what
there's
kind
like
of person
text messages of him saying that like
I think
can't.
those were just
They
like,
might have been
made up.
fake. But then the new video, like he's not really. He's like in like 2 scenes, Chris.
Yeah.
But I guess I'd like to stop like controversy. Because if he wasn't in it at all, because he's not in the Instagram post when they went to Paris.
But he was there
Yeah, because Chris posted on his own page.
because he was there.
But he wasn't in Mr. Beast's post. Because I guess he didn't want to get canceled. Because he could Mr. Beast could Loki be
Because
canceled.
I think Mr. Beast posted at the bottom was like, guys trip.
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of was like, whoa, what did you just say?
Yeah. Because he could Loki.
Because I feel like if Mr.
canceled.
Beast felt some type of way, he wouldn't have him in the video still.
Yeah.
Unless what he's trying to do is slowly, like... But I don't
Like,
think
phase
he'll do
him
that.
out?
Phase him out. But I don't think he'll do that. Not when it's somebody who, like, is a part of the
A
channel.
big part of your channel as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And, like, he let
But
him
I
do
can
the,
see him like doing like being the host of like a spin-off channel.
Okay, but I really like.
I wouldn't watch it, though. Not in, like, a...
Yeah.
not in that...
But I mean, like,
just...
people do like Chris. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People would watch it. Like a Mr. Beast, like gaming video, kind of like that. Like,
Mhm.
because he does the reacts. Actually,
Yeah.
he does the
with,
reacts
with him, yeah.
Yeah.
With Jimmy.
When we were on like the whole DoorDash subject, he has his own
burger.
burger.
Yeah.
They wouldn't.
The Chris
like,
burger.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is like they can't really phase you out if you're that big of a part of it. That even in your like restaurant, they have a meal dedicated
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
They can't phase you out. You have to be a part of it somehow
Yeah.
for like forever, or be associated with it forever.
And you know what I also noticed about the new video? They didn't say his name. They didn't say Chris.
Did they not? They didn't.
I don't remember them saying it.
I thought they did.
Maybe, I don't remember.
Because he like.
So I'm trying to figure out, is he just gender fluid?
So
is he...
his Instagram bio says any pronouns for now.
So in that sense, I think they probably during the video for the video's sake, I think they'll be like, hey, do you mind being like a he for the video? Like, do you mind if we refer to you as he?
Yeah.
And as Chris, because that's what the channel knows him by.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like other than that, they don't call him that. But I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna really speak on it because I don't know.
Or just don't say pronoun at all. Like
Yeah.
say Chris.
But then again, like I don't
Christina.
get the whole pronoun thing. Like in a way, me and like my fiance have had this conversation. Like, if I don't know, I'm obviously gonna call you what I think
But then don't be.
or what I know you by. But if like you correct me or anything like
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
if you don't correct me, obviously I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
saying
right,
it, so
exactly,
you can't get mad at me.
exactly.
But if you correct me or whatnot, I will try my
if
hardest.
I really don't know, I just say they or them, or I don't say it at all. I
But
just
how
say
do you
their name.
refer to somebody as they them?
Well, so
How,
like,
when speaking to somebody, how do you refer to them as that?
But you wouldn't be speaking to them, so.
you wouldn't be speaking to them as he, him, or either.
So, like, if I was gonna refer to Sam as they,
You'd be like,
it
they-
would just be like,
They're over
instead
there.
of me being like, he likes this, they
Oh,
like
I get that,
this.
but I'm saying if you're
that's-
talking to the person.
But if you're talking to the
You don't
person,
say he,
you're
him either.
addressing them by
Yeah.
their name or.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
You
let's
or
say they
however.
walk up, you walk up, so shut the fuck up, Devon. Let's say we're in Publix.
Yeah.
I'm a Publix seller, and I need help, and you work there.
Excuse
but
me, sir.
But you're
Like that?
Are they them? Huh?
Excuse me, sir, like that.
Yeah. Like let's say if I say, "Excuse me, sir," and you're like,
So
"I
just-
understand."
I
Like,
Excuse me.
never say sir, ma'am, or anything.
So just
like
say
that.
excuse me.
that's just.
Well, then you could be
how
like,
I-
excuse me,
Yeah.
or excuse
I
me.
mean, I'm just. I'll obviously like I'll assume, but like I said, if you correct me, I don't. Mean it in
Excuse
a
me, excuse me, Zazer. Have you seen those?
Oh.
Like have you seen like the lady who like had to like use like certain pronouns and it's like, what are like the ones with like tornadoes? Have you seen that?
So you want to hear something crazy? Like I actually made a joke before. I don't know if you want me to say it on the podcast.
Whoa.
I made a joke before.
We can edit this and post.
Yeah, well, I made a joke before, and it was like, "Oh, how do non-binary ninjas kill people?" And I was like, "They slash them," because it's like.
That is funny, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't like
But it's
demeaning.
not
It
like-
wasn't
yeah,
like
exactly,
it was just a
exactly.
play on
They
words.
slash
It was
them,
a
yeah,
play on
yeah,
words.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, like this. I happened to be in Olive Garden with a group of friends, and like one of like the friends brought another friend, and she like went crazy because like her significant other
Did they
was
not, Did they
non-binary.
not know who you are?
Significant other was non-binary, and the friend got mad. The friend that I knew got mad, and was like, "Oh, how are you gonna be disrespectful like that?" I was like, "Hold on, I don't know who the fuck you're talking to like that. Like, you're not gonna come at me any type of way. Like, all you have to do, you know me. If you have a conversation with me,
Yeah.
I will speak to you. Like,
Yeah.
don't come at me some type of way, and I won't come at you some type of way." And and they got mad and like pulled a taser out of fucking
No.
Olive Garden.
No.
I swear.
I just don't think
swear.
that's a reason to be
I would
mad.
name drop, but I don't think you guys would really know.
I don't care.
But I mean, like when Natasha was transitioning, she was going by they them, at the time, and I like
Well, so
she's now is very like sensitive about that whole subject.
She was very she was educated.
Yes, which
Yeah.
is great, but she will still joke about it, and I obviously that's not to speak for the whole community, but I feel like 95% of that community is very fluid with how they think about things, huh?
Never mind.
Which it's very fluid about how they think about things. Now that's the trans community.
Yeah.
That's not to speak for people who are gender fluid or non-binary, but I feel like everyone's kind of part of the same community. Like we all kind of like group ourselves under the
At the end of the day,
LGBT.
we're all humans.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. At the end of the day, we're all humans. No matter what,
I'm just
your
saying,
birth
you be
certificate,
you. Like, I
your
don't
birth
really
certificate
care.
is going to
You
say
do
male or
you.
female. Obviously, if you correct me and you want to be viewed as something else, that's your own opinion.
Right,
Cool.
right.
I'll respect you just like you will respect me.
I
As long
respect
as you
is
don't try to as long as you don't try to touch me or say anything
I'm not
crazy.
calling you a tornado. I'm not doing that.
As long as you don't touch me or say anything like crazy that's
Yeah.
disrespectful after I've already like said something,
Yeah.
I won't ever have a problem with you.
I-
I've had friends. I'm not gonna say friends like Sam, but I've had friends
Oh.
that I've had and associated with people that were gay.
Yeah.
I've associated with somebody who was gay that liked me. It was no.
We had that.
That was no. But it was
I
like
mean, it's like the same thing. It's like I can sit here and like so like say there's someone here, right? And like there's a girl, I like her.
Yeah.
If she says that she's not interested in me, that's okay. Same thing as like if I was like I like Sam. If he says no, he's not interested, that's the same thing.
yeah.
You can work amongst the people who you've rejected, then we can all work amongst people who are the same sex as us.
Correct.
And we've rejected them or they've rejected us.
Correct.
That's not.
Yeah. What's that face for?
Nothing.
Oh.
I'm McKenna.
Oh.
But yeah, that's my kind of view.
Damn, 2.5 hours is crazy.
Damn, we've been
Yeah.
sitting here for 2
I know, that's actually crazy. We actually had a really good conversation, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like, this is pretty deep. Like, we
4
caught up
o'clock and I still
everything.
have no fish, Sam.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have any time to cycle that.
Apparently
night.
Peyton's doing a party tonight.
What?
That's what she just snapped me.
Wow.
Here?
Should I call her in the room?
Yeah. I need my dog Peyton in here. Brit Barbie. Do 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 do. Hey, Sue. Oh.
Hello?
Yo.
Where you at?
My room?
Come here. Come to my room.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Come on, crib.
Come on. Hey, Brit
Is she
Barbie.
crippled again?
No.
Okay.
Say, what's up, Brit Barbie? Is she gonna come in?
Is it her room right next door?
Yeah, it's down the hall.
You gotta get ready.
Oh, isn't her room that way?
Yeah, she like sprayed like the mouth.
Is that all the topics that we go through?
Man, Sam, when are we going on a cruise?
We did
Let's
all
talk about
the
some
topics
cruise.
and more.
Brit
What's up,
Barbie.
Brit Barbie? What's up, Brit
Thanks for
Barbie?
the pod.
You on the podcast?
Why are there coupons on the bed?
It's Devon.
Oh, because I'm gonna take him and get something to eat after I leave.
Shut
Yeah,
the
I'm bald.
door.
This is
Shut the door.
It's been 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long podcast.
I'm just gonna sit here and
Anyways, the other Highland
I
is
am.
here.
I've
Keeping
listened
up
to
with the
every
Highlands.
podcast you
Peyton
guys have
Highland
done.
is finally here.
What's up, guys?
She's a bad host. She doesn't even show up for the recording. She's like George from Impulsive.
Yeah, exactly.
He's off the podcast now, you know.
Yeah, just like
Okay, bitch, I'm hungry.
you know, like Bradley
and I
Martin's
wanna
on
go
full
buy
send now.
fish.
Yeah. Well,
We
alright,
need breakfast.
gonna go.
I'm hungry and I
Alright.
want to go buy my fish.
All right, we hope you enjoyed this episode of.
Already replacing your fish?
Stop.
It died. Oh.
I know.
I cremated him.
Yeah, she put the
I
burnt
put it
him?
on the oven.
She put the fish in the oven. Yeah.
Y'all know I was emotionally attached to this
Did you
fish.
put
I don't know
the-
why
Yeah.
you're acting surprised.
You should
No.
you should have put the ashes in like a plant or something.
Well, I
What
I
temperature
got him a
did you
little
fucking cook this
urn.
fish? I'm kind of curious now.
Broil.
Okay, so you.
You
No.
put it on broil? You put it on broil?
No. Low and slow, baby. Low and slow. You gotta keep it moist.
150?
You barbecued it?
No. 250. 250 for like 30 minutes.
Is that the Google said?
Yeah.
No, you
For like
googled
30 minutes.
how to cremate.
I googled how to cremate my fish, yeah, and I bought him an urn. Is this on the pot?
little baby urn.
It's like a little pot. It's cute. I put him on a little necklace, like my dad.
Where we're on?
You can tie it on with a bracelet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't know if this bitch wants me to.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of podcast of Keeping Up with the Highlands. I think.
We'll be back for a part 2 for sure.
Are we? Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a new
we have part
host.
two.
We got a new host. That was a good episode. That's 2.5 hours is crazy.
2.5 hours. I mean,
We talked about everything. We talked about
So,
everything.
while y'all were doing that, I was at a retirement home.
Oh, yeah, is there a party tonight?
Where?
Here. Pulling up.
On a
You're gonna be
Sunday
a time
night?
on for some
You're
reason.
crazy.
I mean, I'm coming back this way.
It's not my party until I invite you.
What kind of party is this? Is it like Sam's birthday party?
Is it just gonna be the girls' basketball team?
Like always.
They're the only people who
That's
listen
what
to
her
this.
friends are.
And some of my work people.
Where you work at now?
Oh, Leah gonna be here?
Yeah, I'm a camp counselor.
For the city.
Oh, you work at a rec?
I'm working
Oh, you work at a rec?
We don't have a rec yet.
Aren't you supposed to be like a kindergarten teacher or elementary school teacher or whatever?
Am I supposed to be?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, aren't you going to school for it?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's
she
what you're
just
supposed to be,
graduated,
you
right?
idiot. Like,
Am I
what's-
supposed to be? That's not.
I don't know what you're supposed to be. Like, that's why I thought you announced that you said what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what grade are you looking at teaching?
Whoa.
I want to do kindergarten.
Oh.
First grade.
I'm gonna break this. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm about to go
guys.
see my dad's kindergarten teacher in Claremont while I'm over there.
Your dad's kindergarten teacher?
Yeah, she's still alive. Like,
Bro,
she's not
no way.
dead.
How?
My dad's like 40.
Is she still teaching?
No, she's not.
Is your dad still a sub?
Well, my sister's going into middle school now, so yeah, he's gonna start subbing occasionally.
I was thinking about something.
I will be mad.
You know,
I
the
was-
only reason he would
Should I
substitute was
sub?
because I was in school.
I
Because
wanna
I was a
sub.
bad
But
bitch.
I
was-
He would
sub,
talk
like, high
about you all the time.
Oh,
I was
what?
thinking about
He's like,
subbing.
"Nah, that's not my
Well-
kid. I don't know who that is."
But I need to wait
Oh,
for
so
all the
he
kids
he
that
wouldn't
I
talk
knew
about me.
to
He would just be like,
I
nah,
talked
I don't
to
know who the
myself.
fuck that
Yeah.
is.
Having like 2 different conversations on the same podcast.
And it's so funny because like all y'all, like everybody who did like sports or
Broke
whatever,
up the
knew
damn
that was my
podcast
dad.
and do that.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, nah, that ain't my son. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I never claimed you.
Welcome back. Okay, wait, no, welcome back.
Welcome back to another podcast. Like, we're gonna just start another
Actually, I was
podcast
gonna just
within the
cut it in
first
half. We'll
one.
have 2
This
podcasts.
is 2 podcasts.
Yeah, honestly, I could cut it and have 2 podcasts.
That is true.
I'm not doing that. It's good to just one have podcast because we haven't done a podcast since December, so that's good. To have like a
Yeah,
giant.
we're gonna
All
do
of
a,
our
we're gonna do
topics
a
connect
Devon's
to
birthday
each other, so
podcast.
wouldn't-
Yeah, they
wouldn't
all
make
connect.
sense.
And we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about like some
we
of the
keep
like
circling
dumbest
back.
things that like I've done or like Christmas
Be like
party.
to be continued.
Yeah.
Were you there for that?
Like
I
Spider-Man.
heard about it, though.
Oh, you did? Oh, I have to tell you the story off
For what?
pod,
Okay.
off the pod.
All right, guys, we're gonna end it right here. I think. We hope you guys enjoyed the first podcast of the year. I know it's June, but it's the first one of the year.
We're halfway through.
No, I was like, welcome back to the first episode of season 2 back in December, and we haven't posted anything for season 2.
Yeah, and remember, guys, today's sponsor is Blue Chew, and you can use my code.
use code Highland.
yeah. Use code Highland for 69% off
Not
your first
actually.
order.
And free shipping.
Free shipping.
Yeah.
Your first order is completely free.
And if it
They
doesn't
used to
work,
do that. They
and
used
if
to
it
do
doesn't
that.
work, and your woman or man is not satisfied, the first shipping is on us.
All right, guys.
It's on us here at the podcast.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next episode when however many months that is. But
Less
bye.
than a month. My birthday's in
Oh
July.
yeah, okay, yeah. Every Thursday we'll do a podcast. Nah, I can't.
I can't do Thursday, but I could do Fridays.
Every Sunday. I can do Sundays.
I can do Friday.
Every
Oh, I
Sunday.
can do Sunday.
Every Sunday night.
I can do Sunday.
Oh, perfect. So we'll have it come out on Mondays. So every Monday will be a podcast.
I bet.
Oh, bet. I got a
I'll
new
listen to
host.
them all, even though I'm on them.
And
Alright,
I could be
also
your
free
first
on
black
Sundays.
host.
Oh my god, that'd be perfect. We need like some
You
diversity.
know, diversity.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh my God, and we
the
got-
diversity.
Oh my God.
We're the diversity. We got it. It's spicy white and the
Spicy
others.
white. That's wild. That's wild.
Am I spicy and she's a white?
No. Y'all. You know, you came out the same ball sack and the same vag, right? Same puss.
Stop.
Anyway, I feel like it could be.
Back to the
your
extra
name.
2 stitches.
Okay, I'm done.
There's a lot of funny.
Oh, so we talked about Kevin Gates' Instagram story from like a couple weeks ago.
Did you
Giving
see that?
birth. Did you see
You
it?
didn't see it? Oh, you're lucky.
Oh
You're
yeah.
lucky. This
Yeah.
lady, never mind.
No, but I could. Actually, I probably can't find it. But there's
No, we look.
account that is like that. Like, they show pictures of like women giving birth.
Live birth, but she was standing.
No,
over
she's
the
like standing
counter,
over the like
and the
dresser.
camera was like under her butt crack, and like the baby came out like head first, like into people, like blood dripping out. Ugh, it was ew.
It's disgusting. Yeah, it's
Anyways.
disgusting.
Anyways,
Like if you're gonna do it that way, at least do it in like a bathtub so it like transfers from water
do
to
it
water.
laying down, like she's like this.
Standing up, like drop that
Yeah.
hoe.
No. She was really standing like that though. That's
The
what's
camera-
crazy.
the camera was like-
That's what's crazy. It's just
The gift of life.
Yeah, the gift of
the gift of life is so
I like how we can
beautiful.
just
Damn, let's go.
I like how we just say that to someone, and then like everyone just knows exactly what you're talking about. Like,
Bro, and you know what's so funny? Because Kevin Gates was like, the gift of life is so beautiful, but like literally like a couple of months ago, he's like, bitch, bend over,
Yeah.
stand up on your, like, oh my god, like, that was the start of the life.
Who's
Like,
someone's
who's
Instagram
that?
story? I forgot whose it was. I think it was 21, but he was like in a strip club, and like bitches were topless, and he was just
No,
filming the
that
strip
was,
club. Who was that?
Probably Blueface.
Oh yeah, it was Blueface.
Yeah.
It was
Probably
Blueface.
Blueface.
It was Blueface. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Just
Yeah,
titties
I
out. Yeah.
Bro, I love 21 Savage, bro.
Titties out.
That's my dog.
All right.
I was listening to him on the way.
All right, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. In the meantime, stay a munch. Do your thing. All right, guys.
Who's the munch?